What up? What up? What up? What up? What's happening? What's going on? Good people. We in the building. Enlightened Idiots podcast. Doing what we do each and every Saturday, right here, 10 p.m. Eastern. You know, just chopping it up with the folks, trying to keep y'all enlightened, if you will. You know what I mean? The rant for this week is this. I think I said this before. I'm pretty sure I know for a fact I said this before. And even if I didn't, I'm saying it now. Ladies, stop posting stuff and doing stuff for attention. And then when you get attention, you turn around and say, I don't like that person, so I don't like his attention. It doesn't work that way. We ain't going to keep looking away because you wearing them goddamn tights with the extra wedgie so your butt cheeks could be looking extra juicy. We ain't about to keep looking away just because you feel like you don't like me aesthetically, so I shouldn't look. It's not going to keep happening that way. It's not going down. I'm looking. Wide open eyes, no, I'm looking. I ain't turning away. And then when you look at me and see that I'm looking at you, I ain't looking away. I'm going to keep looking. And when you walk past, I'm going to look at the cheeks one more time. It's happening. It's going down. We're not going to keep doing this. We don't give a damn if your self-esteem is low or high. We see cheeks, we gonna look. I'm just saying. So that was the rant of the week. What's going on, good people? We're gonna have a great show, as always, doing what we do. First up, I did talk about cheeks, did I not? Freddie Matako in the building.
What's going on? How you doing, Raw? How's all my enlightened idiots out there? It's been 2 weeks since I've been on the show because I've been out there traveling, making people laugh. So, how y'all doing this week? How you doing, Raw? You good. Ranting and raving because chicks want attention and you looking and then they mad because of the attention they get.
Listen, I don't care if they mad. I'm just telling them we ain't gonna keep looking away. Like, you literally went and bought the tights that gave you the extra wedgie so your butt cheeks stick out a little bit more. Contrary to popular belief, fellas, a lot of them, they ass ain't gonna be that fat when they take them joints off. Just so you know, it's magic.
I always find it weird because it'd be the workout videos. Like, how can you work out with that wedgie all up in your butt like that? Like,
listen,
how do you know?
The gym I go to, everybody in there is wearing them joints. Everybody.
That's uncomfortable.
What's crazy is I heard one of them, and that's what made me do the rant. I heard one of them complaining to one of the people that work there. Oh, this guy keeps looking at me. Yeah, this guy keeps looking. Mind you, her ass is super duper dumb fat. Like, you could tell when she take them joints off, her ass still fat. So you don't even need the extra magic. And it's one area where everybody's over there just lifting weights. It's just a whole weight section. There's a bunch of benches and stuff like that. And you're in the middle of all of them doing squats. The one exercise where your ass is constantly poking out and you want dudes to, mind you, you're in the mirror at that.
So did anybody say something to her or touch her or anything? They just looking at her.
They just looking, and she felt the type of way because dudes was looking. Well, fuck that. I'm looking.
Yeah.
I ain't turning my motherfucker head. But you know who might turn their head?
I thought you was gonna put the other one up because
nope. I'm looking. I might
looking.
Look here.
Tighten up. Gotta tighten up.
I might be the one to say something if she starts snitching. Be like, hold on. How you gonna wear the motherfucking pants up in here like that? Knowing niggas ain't really in here to lift no weights. Yeah. Niggas in here to lift your number.
So it's the same as like how you gonna wear them sweatpants with that appendage hanging like that.
Niggas know. Niggas don't give a fuck.
We know. We welcome.
First of all, if I see you,
I was about to say y'all probably set it up that way. Like watch them.
If I see you looking, I'm a.
Yep. Do the little dance.
What is you talking about?
On your ass. Keep looking.
I'm like this.
He said, "I'm a helicopter."
What the fuck you mean? This? Is this what you came to see? Are you not entertained?
Now listen, I go to the gym to work out. When I'm in the gym, I'm focused. I got my music playing. I'm getting my workout in because I'm in that bitch 45 minutes tops, right? But if some catch my attention, it got my attention. I'm not gonna look away. I'm gonna still do my bench press, but every time I finish that set of 8, 10, whatever I'm doing, and I sit up, guess what my eyes?
Exactly.
Why you make your eyes all big like that? Easy, stupid.
Lord have mercy. The Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want.
Say target locked. Boom. Fuck you talking about?
I don't care where we at. Let us be at church. I'm looking in the book of Booty Remedy.
Them motherfuckers is doing something. They going to church different.
There's a new book is coming out called The Yamanites, the chapter of the Yamanites.
The Yamanites, the Palm Psalms, the book of Buddha Remedy.
The book of Buddha Remedy.
Listen. I'm just telling you. I'm looking. If it's out there, you want the attention. If it's out there, that's what you're asking for. That's
right.
What you
and speaking of pervs.
So on this workout thing, I saw a video the other day. The where they have to do the lift, but it's the machine, right?
Yeah.
Chick had it between her legs, between her moose knuckles, in one of them joints on the video on IG.
And they be going crazy.
Hold up.
You expect. I realized that, and here's what's crazy, because somebody else had to put me on this. So a lot of them that do these videos, they consider themselves gym content creators, but a large majority of them also have OnlyFans. So although they do that and make it look like this is not what they're doing, they're actually promoting their OnlyFans the whole time.
Yeah.
So with this knowledge that I now have, that I am now enlightened with, why the fuck am I turning my head when I can get a free show? I'm
gonna tell you why. That's exactly why. Because she said, nigga, you got to pay to look at me. And
bitch, I'm here for the free show. What fuck is you talking about?
That's the diabolical mindset that these women have.
Listen, you can be as diabolical as you want. If it's free, then it's for me. Fuck you talking about?
If it's a public place, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
I'm looking.
So if people are willing to pay to look, then let them go ahead and pay.
So they ain't even paying to look. They putting this stuff out for free. They're trying.
I'm just talking about like if they got an OnlyFans, then.
Listen, ladies, I just need y'all to know my head is constantly on the swivel. Fuck is you talking about?
On the swivel.
Hold on, baby. Chill. Hold on. You know what time it is, man. Come on, now. All on the table. A cash done match. Get outclassed. Who's not typecast for telling fables. The artifacts just kick back. Enjoy the panel. With truth flies in all sides. Get different angles. With grown talk the mission. Small talk is missing. Free talk don't always equate to your addition. The difference. No misstep in intellect. Delay stress. This podcast a safe bet. Stay enlightened.
This what we do.
So first of all, I'm a special guest, so I don't appreciate that shit.
What you mean?
What?
So
His name wasn't up.
wait. Before we even introduce him,
Hold on.
I just want to know: do you feel some type of way that he try and cut off your special guest or not? Be realistic. Fuck this nigga. Tell him. Don't try to outshine your special guest shit.
I was just gonna say it's interesting because there was an empty space, and then you know what I'm saying. So I thought that was just interesting, but I was just gonna address it later after we introduce my special
out here
guest.
doing motherfuckers dirty for the hell of it, huh?
You know what I'm saying? Like, if he is special guest, like, you know what I'm saying? You already been on here a couple weeks. People know you and shit. Like, you know, just
sound like
so what's the rule for no longer being a special guest? So
nigga,
know.
First of all, nigga, you here. You ain't no special guest, nigga. You a nigga.
I was about to say, you just the nigga that showed up. Thank you for showing up. Like
you the nigga that just randomly knocks on motherfuckers' doors like, yo, cuz, what y'all doing today? That's who you is.
I'm Brown Man from the fifth floor.
No, this nigga Kramer from Seinfeld.
Facts.
But still.
Like, nigga, you don't live here, but you don't never fucking leave. What the fuck, son?
Can I introduce my guest here today?
Yeah, I'm about to say, because I know I'm gonna fuck that nigga name up if I say it. So I'm gonna let y'all do it.
No. Okay, so my special guest today is living legend, traveled the country, the world, the universe, the galaxy, if you will, Mr. Jacoti Sommes. I don't know how to define what you do specifically.
I'm a universal traveler. I'm a universal traveler, bringing joy to the world. That's it. That's all I do. You know.
Tell us
whatever.
a little.
So I'm a musician. I guess you could say electronic musician. For those of you who don't know, everybody wants to equate it to like EDM, and you're talking about dubstep and stuff like that. That's not me. I'm more like I don't know, old school like producer style mixed with a bit of theatrics. You know, we got props with a bit of comedy. I got comedy going on. It's a whole show, basically. It's a whole thing. It's just me doing my thing, just being.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time. Say that one more time for me.
Which part?
All of it. I want to make sure I heard you correctly.
Oh man, I said I'm a universal
just
being.
So you know, I'm one of them niggas you can't just skim shit by. I need the whole schematics. I need
the details. You need the details. Yeah. So I just do my thing. I play anywhere, play everywhere. Doing shows, electronic musician. So basically, if you come to a show, what you could expect is me playing my music and then telling the story that's behind each song. A lot of times I curate a show to be going on a journey from beginning to end. Like say we go to outer space, everybody's going to be traveling outer space with me. That sort of thing. So just all I do is bring another dynamic to the whole to the world, you know, just my perspective, how I see things.
So is it like scoring a film but live kind of
yeah,
but it's reverse. Yep. They react to the music rather than you play the music to the scene. The music sets the scene.
The music sets the scene, and I'm in it. When I'm in it, things are happening, and I bring you along with me, and we all have a good time.
That's dope as fuck.
So it usually starts out like playing a show, and we're singing songs together. Towards the middle of it, we get serious. We get into the whole show, and then by the end of it, it's a dance party. It's good times.
Speaking of stories, tell us the story about your pop pulling over on the side of the road when you was a kid, and it changed your life. How did this change it? What happened that changed your life that day?
They pulled over to the side of the road, man. You gotta have to refresh my memory, Lichelle. Simone.
So we know he knows her personally.
Yeah.
No, I read an article on you, and it said a part of your music came from you as a kid, and apparently your dad pulled over to the side of the road, and you saw something, but it didn't tell us what you saw. But apparently, you saw something that changed your life, and then I'm listening to your beats, and I hear a lot of alien tech, if you will.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, what the fuck this nigga saw that got him doing all these space age ass beats? What's going on?
So this is like back in the day, before Polaris was built. You could go up north into that area near Allen Creek on the way to the beach, and it was dark enough to see all the stars. That's the first
So
time I
time
saw all
out.
the stars. Yeah.
They're not from Ohio at
Oh
all, so
shit, they
they
don't
don't
even
know
Yeah.
know.
shit about them.
I
Yeah.
was gonna let him cook, but I was gonna ask him
So
what the
so
fuck is
so
Yeah.
hilarious.
yeah. So basically, imagine just the boondocks, the sticks, which we don't have that here anymore in the city because we're living in the
Right.
city. Back in the day, you can drive 20 minutes and you'll be out in the middle of nowhere. So we go out in the middle of nowhere, pull over, turn off the lights of the car. We're like near cornfields. If in Ohio, we got tons of cornfields and look up to the sky. And it was a no moon that night. It was a new moon.
I
And there were
remember that.
so many stars. I looked up and I saw a streak going across the middle. I thought that was clouds. I was like, that looks like clouds. I thought it was a clear day. He's like, no, that's not clouds. That's the Milky Way. Blew my mind. It was so dark out there. The stars were reflecting on the car. Like that's the craziest thing I ever seen in my life. And that changed my mind. I mean, that blew my mind. That just set me on that trajectory.
Man, you
And
know what
and is that what made you start wanting to do music?
We started letting me do music when I was really little. He showed me. I still remember this. I was about 4 years old, and stereo just became widely available. I'm showing my age a little bit. Uh,
Facts.
and then he showed me the difference between mono and stereo, and I heard that sound, and I was like, "What? You can do what with sound?" And I've been on the journey ever since. When I'm growing up, he was into electronics a lot and he would always come up with these crazy ideas and different things. He loved to like get into different hobbies and different things with that had to do with electronics. One time he was into music, so he bought all these keyboards, these drum machines. Wanted to start, making music at his in a home studio, and he would never take the time to sit down and learn these things. So I would just sit there and I would mess with it for hours and hours and hours. My friends would come over, like, "Hey, you coming out today?" I'm like, "Nope, not today. I think I'm going to stay." And so I took a full summer and just played on the keyboards and the drum machines. And I noticed the whole time I was doing it, my dad would never be downstairs. He used to be downstairs all the time, like working on electronic shit, whatever. It wasn't until the end of the summer he came downstairs, like, "Oh, I noticed you're downstairs more." He's like, "Yeah, I could finally stand what you're playing." So
Ah,
took a minute,
damn.
Finally
but I
stand with
got
the
good.
plan is
Yeah,
crazy.
he keeps it trill, like, and I love that. He always kept it real, like 100%.
that's crazy as fuck. You know what I thought you was gonna say you saw though? I thought you
What's
was gonna
that,
say you saw a UFO.
bruh? I wish. To this day,
I was
to this
hoping that's what he
day.
said. What you mean?
No, I confer with him all the time. I haven't seen him personally. We chat back and forth through space beams, but
Word
that's
up.
it.
Word the fuck up.
They say they're on the way, so we'll all see them soon. Don't
Hey,
worry.
just tell them
They
to
ain't
stop.
coming for us. We too dumb for them now.
Oh shit. They don't even want to experiment on us no more. They're like, "Man, we learned all
Nah,
we can
hell nah.
learn."
They be like, "Oh, skip next."
If they want to know something now, they'll just get on TikTok and call it a fucking
Exactly.
Hey, yo, there it is.
Exactly.
Everything's in
Pretty
there, right?
much.
Uh,
So where's the most interesting place you've performed your music thus far?
Let me think. Man, shit, I've been in a few places. I've been in some weird ass places, like warehouse in Detroit. That was kind of nuts, just because all the people were there. It was kind of mind blowing. The whole scene in Detroit. This was years ago. I don't know. I mean, the crazy thing about that, this is one of the first times when I first started traveling that I saw how different people were and how they expressed themselves, and it was pretty amazing. Like everybody was like individual, but they were themselves 100%. No bullshit, doing whatever they felt like, and it was beautiful.
That's what's up. Everybody just having a good time,
Hmm
doing them. That's what's up. Who's the most interesting person you've met along your journey of music? How long have you been doing it? Doing music, if that's
Yeah.
what you or engineering or producing.
So I'm into every aspect of music. To me personally, recording and mixing is just as important as making the music itself. So the whole time I've been making music, I've been focusing on the recording aspect. I started out with the tape machine and the reel to reel. So, and if you, it's not like today, you can just do everything digital. It sounds beautiful. So if you do it on the tape, you have to meet this threshold that's loud enough to where you bouncing tracks back and forth. Like I'll record something on the tape, then I'll play along to it, put on the reel, play along to that, bounce it back to the tape. So I'm going back and forth. You do that so many times, the sound's going to degrade. So you have to get it right at the right point where it's loud enough where you beat the noise floor where it's not going to have a lot of hits after 8 takes, but you can't have it too loud where it distorts. So that gave me my ear in engineering. And I've been doing that since 1995. That's when I started. And been doing that, progressing ever since. Went to recording engineering school. And yeah, let's keep it going.
That's what's up.
What would you say is to date your biggest accomplishment when it comes to music?
Oh shit, man. My next album coming out.
Hey,
Okay.
I know that's
Okay, we getting some gems. What we got? What's going on with this next
I just
project?
I just turned in my latest project into the label. I heard back from them. They love it. The label's called Orange Milk Records. They're out of Dayton in New York. And they've been doing this. They're a tape label. Now I know like people are like, what the fuck tapes? Who's messing with tapes, man? Please. The tapes are ridiculous. Like it's a whole I don't know, it's a cult following with tapes. So
nice.
and I also do vinyl as well. But this one's probably going to be a tape. The next one's probably going to be a vinyl record. But yeah, the album's called Enter Night. And it's pretty sick. It's just another journey. It's talks about my experience in life about the internet and how it affects our every move in life. How it's just my take on how things have progressed since the internet was prevalent in the early 2000s till now.
Who is that one person that R&B, hip hop, I don't know, techno, I don't know what kind of artist it would be, but who is that one person or artist or group or whatever that you heard on one of your beats and you was like, oh shit, I got one of them, I got that motherfucker on one of my beats?
Meaning, like, who would I most emulate?
Nah, like who is somebody that? So I know I found at least one song where I heard somebody spitting on your beats, like, and the song actually was dope. I was like,
yeah.
They was talking some crazy shit, but it was like, oh wow, like who is that one artist that?
Hands down, my favorite collaborator is gonna be Donnie Monaco, Hugs and Kisses. Yeah, Hugs and Kisses was a band we put together in 2008, and it's just a weird ass thing. We put it out on vinyl. It's a weird, I don't know. It's kind of like got R&B qualities as far as the subject matters. It's about life, relationships, but then it's got like also a rock form to it because the guy's more of a rock singer. Donnie's more of a rock singer, but then it's got that electronic aspect of it. And that by far is my favorite collaboration. And then I mean, there's others. We got Envelope, who I love to work with. Yeah, and I got some other artists.
I think that's
these are all Columbus folks.
The song that I was talking about, Envelope.
Man, that's my dude, man. And he's worked with us with Hugs and Kisses.
Damn, what the fuck was it? It was something about we're gonna leave
This
the world together.
Either way. Oh yeah, we all gonna die together. Oh yeah, so you talking about Vogue Catalyst? I'm sorry, Catalyst and NP and
I do my research.
Envelope is on that track. Yeah, I see you. All right.
So I'm gonna ask this, Ross. Since you do your research, did you see any connections between tonight's special guest and myself through any of the?
If you telling me that's your baby dad or something like that, I don't fucking know.
Oh no!
I don't fucking know. Like,
I was like, where
bonus content.
What am I supposed to connect? I don't fucking know.
No. I was just curious. No.
That's your brother or something?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is my brother. My
blood.
Know what? I thought
blood brother.
What?
I was about to say y'all were siblings.
But you ain't see the Milky Way neither.
Nah,
yeah.
that was probably
They left
a
her
different
ass at
time.
home.
Right.
I mean, I'm the baby sister, so they was torturous
It was
towards
like,
me and stuff.
yeah, I remember that, and I want to say I
Hey, sis,
apologize
let
for
me tell
that.
you about
I
this
think about that
experience
from
you will
time to
never
time.
get.
But which
Hey,
time though? Which time are you
oh my goodness.
apologizing for?
Oh,
No,
wow.
All of them.
this is I was gonna say this is actually my eldest brother. He's the nicest of the two brothers as I was
Yeah,
growing up.
I was kind of more
Yeah.
of the mediator, more than
Yeah.
anything.
He had more
You
empathy
seem
than my
calm.
other brother.
You
So
seem
Mhm.
calm.
with that being said, right? Is there a reason Freddie's not on any of your beats?
Oh, we're just getting started. That's all
Ah,
that is.
I was gonna
That's
say,
all.
okay.
how would I be
She,
on his beats
yeah,
though? Why do
she
you think
started
I
her
Yeah.
want to be?
career.
Cat Williams got a whole fucking album out.
Hmm
What
I
we
love
talking
it.
about?
You know, I love the
What we
idea.
talking
Yeah,
about? A lot of
that
these
sounds
niggas
great.
rap ain't really rap anyway. It's just fucking comedy on beat.
But you
Hey,
know
Hey,
what?
is he
actually though,
sing or
You know
rap?
what's dope though is having you do a comedy
on
set,
vinyl.
but
Mm.
On
your
vinyl
brother
though.
playing some softer electronic music in the background behind your comedy, like some spoken
Hey,
Mm.
word.
honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I try to pump his music behind some of my reels on Facebook,
Mhm.
with some of the
What's up?
music. Yeah,
Much
yeah,
love, much love. Yeah,
yeah. Always gotta keep
of
it. I mean,
course.
you get 2-3 cents from the meta, might as well. You know what I'm
Keep it
saying?
going, yo. I mean, the
Keep it going
collaboration is definitely on the table for sure.
for
Yeah,
sure.
I see
I'm
my
Yeah,
sister out here doing her
I'm looking
thing.
forward
Yeah.
to that now. Fuck you talking about?
Yeah,
Mhm.
eventually I'm gonna have my podcast, Quality Time. It's gonna feature the family stories and
Oh,
family
Oh
conversations.
boy. Oh
I know that's
boy.
what I'm
Here we
saying.
go.
It's gonna be hilarious. I've been working on that for a minute, but I just haven't had the moment to do it. So I've been
It'll
broke.
happen. It'll
Well, let's
happen.
get
Yeah.
into our first segment of the day. Why the fuck?
First
What we
segment.
got?
Hell, we like them thick, like a bowl of grits. First of all, you already know she don't give a fuck. Second, you can best believe she gonna talk her shit. And third, it's Freddie. Who the fuck knows where this about to go? But let's get into Celebrity Wire with Dunkosaurus Rex herself, the Foxy Freddie Montaco.
Yeah, she ain't warn you. We talk a lot of shit here, buddy. I see your face when you listening to that intro. Like, wait, what the fuck going on here?
I'm looking at these celebrities like, yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, well, it's not that.
Yeah, because I mean, everybody know I don't care about the celebrities at all. Why is the screen on? I was about to say, why is the screen on him?
Because
He
I'm
ain't-
lovely.
No, for real. Y'all know, each and every week I do not care about these celebrities. I really don't care. But since we're talking about like artistry and in the industry and everything like that right now, Dawn from In Vogue posted either on Instagram or Facebook, something like that, or TikTok, and she's been living in her car. I'm gonna frame it like this. She has chose to live in her car for 3 years. Some say she's homeless. She says she's chosen to live in her car, because that was the best choice. She didn't want to live with her mom anymore, and I get that because my mom when my mom lived with me, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to leave or kick her out, so I get that, different dynamics. But what do y'all think? Like, do y'all think like she squandered her money, or like what do you think is going on with her?
so I
And
did.
do you think?
I
Go ahead.
So she left the group. Like, I guess one of the biggest songs was in what, 96, and she left the group in like 97, 98. And someone was saying how
Hectic with
back
the
then the
shit. Okay, little
Yes.
nigga.
yeah and some were saying how the contracts back then, were super shady. People were just happy to
Yeah, they
be
were.
Back
seen
then.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was something else. Like, she had a manager. She was living somewhere else. And the
she
man that
said
told her to come from there, to come to California, and then she was living in a hotel. It was a whole bunch of just
it was a
not
lot of
grown up
different
stuff.
mess. Yeah.
So when you it's hard because we want to judge these people because they're famous, right?
I'm not judging.
Not you, but just like in general, people
Yeah, I
like,
get it.
you know what I'm saying? And the music industry is fucked up, especially if you're not a writer. If you're not a songwriter,
Man,
like she's in that group, but she's a singer, right? So she's not getting royalties off of writing songs. So she has to be doing shows to be getting paid. And I seen In Vogue in Denver a couple years ago. I don't even know if she was there.
He's not. Because she left the group to go solo.
Yeah.
Clearly that didn't work out.
that
So
is
Shut up, hectic.
Yeah.
So do y'all think more people are moving into this lifestyle of living in their cars just because like it's cheaper or it's an adventure or just like shit's getting rough?
I was just
If I
about to
don't
say
move
that.
to Columbia,
I
I'll
didn't-
get me an RV and I'll be hoboing it out here.
I didn't think about it until you just said it, right? But there is like a large movement of people that are like living in
Nomads.
their cars or living in vans or shit like that. So if she's, I mean, it could be she broke. It could be this the lifestyle she.
So the way I look at it,
Ain't
I
living
don't know her
car.
whole.
I like being able to walk around and all that type of shit. Say again.
Yeah. I don't know her whole story or anything. I can't speak one way or other if she broke or not. But for me personally, that sounds like some shit I would do. As a person traveling on the road, that shit's fun to me. Like I like being in the car, being independent, just doing whatever I want to do at any given moment.
Man, I gotta get a hotel
Freedom.
Look,
Save all my money. Like
I can't jerk
You
off
need
in
a
my
good
car.
bed?
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I had a thought back before I became a billionaire, right? That
Like Chimu?
right.
Timu billionaire.
Right. I got a lot of counterfeit money stashed up. So, you know, I'm good to go. But I had a thought, like if I ever got down bad, like got on my ass, but I still had my job, I could live in my car, right? Because here's the thing. It's cheaper than getting like an extended stay or hotel, whatever. But I got a gym membership, right? So I can go there and shower,
wash your ass.
wash my ass, right?
Yep.
I can
They're all over the
eat
country.
fast food.
And most of them are
or
24
restaurant
hours.
food.
So you could go at like 3 a.m. and wash your ass when ain't nobody there.
Yeah.
No.
What I would not recommend is putting a hot plate in your vehicle. It's a
I
bad
wouldn't do
idea.
that. I wouldn't do that.
I don't think
Like,
Not saying that
you
I've done
could-
it. I'm just saying it just might
You
not be a
could
good
keep-
idea.
You could keep non-perishable food items in the car and also eat at restaurants. Like you know, there's laundromats everywhere.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta be thrifty. You gotta be innovative.
You go
Take
into the
pop
dumpster
the
though
hood,
after. Yeah.
pop the hood on the engine, throw a plate on there. It'll warm up.
Wow.
I was gonna say that. Get you some foil. Get you some foil.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's
That'll tell
if you're resourceful enough, I mean, you got to think there are people that survived for ages with less, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if
that
you're
is true.
resourceful enough,
That is true.
you could
Hey,
make it.
yo, it sounds like these days that's something we gotta think about.
Yeah.
The way things is going.
Yeah.
Like, jeez.
But there
So do
are a
y'all
lot of
think-
minimalists.
I love the
So-
minimalist life. I literally have 4 pairs of clothes, 4 jeans, 4 shirts, and they're all the same color.
But
Love
I
that
was
for
gonna
you.
say they say that's what Einstein did because the less you have to think about, getting dressed and stuff.
You got more time to
you
think
have
about
time to
everything
think about
else.
You
everything
can't.
else.
It's no way you can enjoy like a good rub out if you live in your car. Like I don't know
Why
how
not?
motherfuckers
I mean,
could live. I couldn't
But
do
you
it.
could if
So
you
let
put
me tell
curtains
you,
up.
step by step. This is how you.
Nah, we good, cuz. We gonna pass it. We don't need the play by play, my nigga. We don't need that.
Nigga.
Yo.
So do y'all think that more celebrity stories, more celebrity stories have those backstories like I was homeless, I was down on my luck and blah, blah, blah. And then they have this beautiful epic journey so everybody listens. But do y'all think like artists have that? And is it more exploitation now because of their desperation? If you understand what I'm saying, like
I feel like that's a twofold situation. One, she's about to make
Right.
some money. because somebody's going to look at that video and be like, "Oh shit, let's bring her in. Let's help her
I
out.
know.
Let's do all these."
That's
fucking
the
things."
first thing
Like,
that I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, her ex-husband already offered her a job. You know what I mean? So that's
He already had a
already.
job at one time under him.
Well,
Wait.
I hope it work
Wasn't
out.
paying.
I mean,
wasn't paying enough.
clearly,
Ike Turner.
clearly.
yeah, I feel like this one of those situations, and we see it all the time. We always see these celebrities as soon as they get like really, really down bad, they do like a
come
video
out.
or do an interview or
Yeah.
some shit, and it's like, oh, we got to help these people. Like I think it was, who was it? Slim Thug. He came out doing a video. Was like, oh man, you know, we need to be looking out for these people. Blah 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 blah. This, that, and the third. And, you know, she's a legend. This, that, and the third. Me personally, I couldn't name not one person in Vogue, but I wasn't a super in Vogue fan. So I can't. Well, if she wouldn't have said she was with In Vogue, I'd have thought she was just another bitch that lived in her car.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. It wouldn't have been no difference to me. I'm just saying, like.
So
But-
for me, when I see a homeless person, I look at their shoes and stuff like that, right?
Yo, I
Hey,
seen
man,
homeless with Jordans on.
Hey, I see homeless
So
people
what does
with
that mean?
Jordans on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly. You ain't really down that bad.
But wait, hold on. But
you
then I have to
hope.
think.
No.
Maybe somebody donated those to him. That's,
That is
Nah.
true.
It's a handful of people
That is
walking around in
true.
some of my old J's.
But Jordan,
Years ago, hold on, real quick.
Yeah,
Years
people
ago,
do donate Jordans though.
years ago, it was a dude in Philly. This dude had a house, he had a BMW, and he was making $100K a year from panhandling. And the nigga was on the dudes and everything. He literally was making $100K a year without paying taxes because he would go out every day. He would panhandle all day long.
That's real.
So,
Yeah,
if
we
when
got
I
a guy
look
in
at a
Columbus.
homeless motherfucker, the first
Hey,
thing I do
that's
is
the
I look at their
American
nail.
dream right there. That's
Right.
like the epitome of the American dream. Like,
Yes,
Yeah.
he was killing the game.
rain,
was killing the
sleet,
game.
snow, I'm good.
Yes, I mean,
Yeah.
listen. If you work outside, you work outside. What's the difference?
You get used
I
to
work
it.
outside.
Let me tell y'all something though. When I first moved to Denver, right, we had this exit. I used to have to get off of work, and I seen this nigga standing out there with a sign, and the sign said, "Trying to get to Arizona, anything helps." I seen this nigga 5 weeks later, and he's
Same
still out there
sign?
with the same sign. So I rolled the window down. I said, "My nigga,
Brilliant.
if you would have started walking 5 weeks ago, your ass would be in Arizona by
made
now."
it.
Facts. Facts.
Dang,
Oh,
I fantasized about that, like just putting out a GoFundMe. Just think of
Hey.
anything I could think of, like just put any idea out there, so people give me money.
you be surprised.
You
You
could
be
yeah.
surprised.
You know
People
what?
give
I
you
think
money
we're
for
gonna do
stupid
that.
shit.
We're gonna start a
I'll be like, yo, my cat needs new contacts.
You gotta
Okay,
get
can't
And
see
somebody
it
would
good.
donate it.
Let it be an
You have
animal.
to-
You get 100K.
Right.
Yeah,
every
you
day.
get stupid money.
A cat for real.
All the
Cats
Peter
need
might donate.
contacts. My cat got cataracts, needs surgery on his eyes. She
Peter
got
might
like
make a
2
donation
more
to
months to
her
live, but
foundation.
we're gonna make it the best 2 months of that cat's life.
So
Next thing you know,
It's
you're
starting
in
to
Bali.
GoFundMe, y'all. I don't know what we're doing it on, but we starting one just for the hell of it.
I love it.
So I'm gonna keep going with celebrity news. They're not celebrities really, but they've been in the news for the last couple days. 2 young ladies, track stars, high school track. Yo. So why you laughing? Well, I ain't even got to the story
Yo.
yet.
I'm laughing because they laughing. I'm trying to be serious here.
No, the fact that you said they're about to be celebrities, which they actually kind of are at this point, but she clunked the shit out that bitch in the head. Like that shit, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was funny to me.
All right, look.
Not
So what happened?
I don't give a
Go
fuck.
ahead,
That shit was
Freddie. Go
funny
ahead,
to me.
Freddie.
Like,
okay. So Virginia High School League, they had a track meet, and it was the relay, the 4-person
4x2.
relay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4x2. So they was running allegedly some bumping of the elbows, this, that, and the other. But the 2 contenders, let's see, Aaliyah Ernest Everett, and then Kalia Tucker, who suffered the concussion. She suffered a concussion. So like the
dang.
baton. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I know the baton ain't that heavy,
No.
but at the same
Aluminum.
time, like, yeah, but at the
Yeah,
same
they're
time, it's just
plastered
like
with
a
it.
force of like
hold on,
bow.
Freddie,
You know,
imagine, Freddie, the force of you running and swinging.
I
and
know.
clumping this
She had
bitch
momentum.
Look.
I know the
I'm
physics of it. She hit her and she suffered a cracked skull and concussion. So now
shit.
the young lady is facing misdemeanor charges of assault and battery. She claims it was an accident, and she been crying on the news like, y'all should feel for me. And people started to GoFundMe for her because her feelings is hurt.
That was
And
a
she
clump,
said it was
like,
an accident. But I
Yo.
was like, there's no
she
other
swung
angle that this
shit with the
video is
force of
from.
Thor's hammer inside
Listen,
that
Yeah.
bitch
let me
head.
speak.
Damn.
Let me speak from experience. Not only so this was
You got
crazy
clumped
because
in the back of the head.
I'm tied to this
Right.
story, right? I'm tied to this story. The shit happened at my alma mater. That's where I ran track
I
at
found
in
out.
college.
Listen, hold on, wait. First of all, everywhere Easy has been to school at.
Yo,
I
it's
swear
some
to
fucking
God.
bullshit happening, yo.
Look, though, it get a
This
crazy
nigga
shit.
tied to all the fuck
Still
shit these
worldwide
days. What's
It
school.
get
going
a
on,
crazy
Easy?
shit, right? Nigga, I just go around sprinkling easy dust everywhere. That's how it rolls.
Right.
Nigga.
Pause.
Pause. But the whole world is impacted, nigga. The whole world is impacted. I'm a motherfucker. I'm impactful as fuck. So it's at my alma mater where I ran track. I'm watching the fucking video, and I ran the relays, right? Ain't no way you could accidentally trip while pumping your arms the way that you're supposed to pump them and hit somebody in the head with a baton.
Nah, son.
An opponent.
Nah,
So,
son.
How many
Nah,
times
fuck
You're not
all
even
that.
in that
Oh,
lane.
listen. You can't do that shit by accident.
It'd
right?
be one
Not by
thing. It'd be
accident.
one thing
She
if we
cocked
ain't
back.
see the video. She swung that
Nigga, yes,
motherfucker.
nigga, she cocked back like she was about to fucking do a bow and arrow, and she
Yeah.
whacked the shit out that little girl in the back
Nigga,
of the
Not a
head.
bow
target
and arrow.
was target locked, target reached, target,
And I'm like,
Damn.
look,
target
nigga,
detonated. Fuck is you
to
talking
give
about?
somebody a cracked skull and a concussion with a piece of aluminum.
Crazy.
Aluminum.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is the NAACP is now coming to the defense of the assailant, Aaliyah Everett, saying that the DA
Hey, man,
should
you
drop
fuck outta here
charges
with
or
those big ass
whomever
words, nigga.
should drop
What's the
charges
thing?
because they don't
Was
want,
the chick?
I guess.
What's the color
So
of the
what happens
concuss?
is it's
Yes,
fucked
that's
up
what I
as-
want to know.
Everybody's black. Everybody, the both are black girls, young
Yeah.
black ladies.
So what's
Okay.
fucked up
So I
about
don't
it, though,
understand.
what's fucked up about it is like that split second like moment of frustration where you have a nigga moment and you fuck
That
up your
nigga
whole life.
moment, exactly.
This young lady was on her way to a track scholarship to go to college.
At the same time, no,
The concuss?
maybe.
Because I'm getting them confused. The concuss was on a scholarship?
No, both of them. Like
Okay.
they
Yeah,
two of
thank
the
you,
top
Hector, because
runners
they
in the
keep with
state
these
of
big
Virginia.
ass words like everybody knows what the fuck y'all talking about.
So
Niggas,
the bitch.
talk to us like niggas. Fuck out of
All right,
here.
I'm gonna talk to Raw like a Philly nigga. So the bitch that hit the other bitch with the jaw,
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Now we understand. Now we know what's going on.
So you know that's happening as well. So in my last celebrity news, and I really don't care again because it ain't none of our business how people finalize their divorces or whatever like that. But Iman Shumpert and Tiana Taylor have finally finished settling on their divorce. They were together for 10 plus years, married for like 8, something like that. They finally settled, and she is getting 4 luxury homes worth at least $10 million.
Wow.
And she's reportedly also dating that pretty-eyed dude that got that Mufasa song. Mufasa is somebody. I don't know, because I don't pay attention to the motherfuckers that be
You
celebrities
said
and
the
stuff.
pretty eyed dude, like we gonna know who the fuck you talking about.
I know. I was
Like
thinking
we keep up
Amron.
with that.
I'm thinking Amron was going to be here and help me out, but you know what I'm saying? The pretty-eyed dude who played Mufasa, something Pierre, something
Adrian or
John Paul
Aaron?
Pierre.
No, what?
St. Paul Pierre, nigga. I don't know. He the
I
pretty-eyed
don't know,
dude.
nigga. I was just saying some shit.
Mm.
Cause I don't know who the fuck she talking about.
I don't care.
But
if it's
listen,
Jason
look,
Pierre-Paul.
like I said, Freddie don't give a fuck about the celebrities because they ain't paying my bills and they sure didn't book me yet. So fuck them all. But that's it. That's all my time for celebrity.
Yeah. Before we
first of
move
all,
on. Oh, go ahead.
How do
Yeah.
you cheat on a bitch that allows you to bring other bitches so y'all can both fuck the same
You
bitch?
gotta
It should be
remember,
great.
Hector.
It should be
Hector,
great.
You gotta remember, some niggas just ain't that fucking bright.
Look,
You literally live with the ultimate layup, and you fuck that
Right.
up. How you fuck that up?
When your old lady,
she
your
love
wingman.
women.
And hold on. Let's not forget Tiana Taylor bad is a motherfucker.
Right. So
She
you
extra
ain't getting no
strong.
slouches. You getting some other bad ones that love other bad ones. Like, that's utopia for me.
And still
And
fuck
you
it
fuck
up.
that up.
Y'all seen Iman Shumpert play basketball, so y'all know.
See how passionate Hectic is about dudes fucking it up, though. Like, you get these bad bitches and more bad bitches.
Listen, nah, Freddie. Here's the thing, Freddie. As a female, you won't
I could be
understand
pissing
this, right?
everywhere.
Nah, listen. As a female, you won't understand this though, Freddie. As a man, you have a chick that like bad bitches.
No,
That's
I
gonna
get
fuck a
it.
bad bitch with you. So it ain't even like you gotta go out and seek bad bitches. She's probably
They gonna
full
bring
of
them to
other
you.
bad bitches.
Yeah.
So all you gotta do is just sit back and reap the
So
benefit.
it's like, so it's
Pop
kind
a
of like
V
if I
and be
had,
ready.
so it's kind of like if I had a bad dude, like not a bad dude, that sounds weird, but like a really,
I can hear
sexy dude,
Amron
and
saying that too. That's the crazy.
and
thing.
he would,
Please don't
and he-
finish. Please don't finish this. Please don't finish whatever
And
you're
he
about
was-
to
I
have
know
to.
exactly. I know exactly
and
what
he
you
would
had.
go out. Why can't I finish? Why can't I finish, Hectic?
You go ahead, sis. Go for it.
Thank
Let's
you.
see what you
Thank
got to
you. I
say.
just want to get my point across. So if I have a sexy, handsome dude, you know what I'm saying, he go out and be like, you know what I'm saying, he go find another handsome dude and he bring him
Oh,
home.
boy.
It's like the same thing.
So
like
It's already
the
an
same
issue.
thing.
Wait. I'm with you,
Sorry,
Freddie. I'm
issue.
with you. And you know what?
Because he
really
like
hope-
bad dudes.
No,
Oh,
real shit.
man.
I hope that you find that. Freddie, real shit. But
Oh,
now I
man.
got a question.
No, I'm not
Freddie.
Amron. No, I wouldn't.
Wait,
That'd
no.
be weird to me.
You set up the plot.
I know
Now
I
I'm asking
set it up
a
though.
question.
I did set it
Now,
up.
Set it up.
For me, if I'm Iman Shumpert, she's bringing home bitches and she gonna eat some pussy.
Right.
So,
I know.
wait,
That's what
so-
I'm saying.
So
Now
you
we
gonna
been,
watch?
Oh,
now
boy.
we down this road.
Or are you gonna watch Ball Top Ball off and
No,
still doing the scenario? Just want to know.
Right.
That's a bridge too far. My
The
friend.
fact that she thought this was a clever play.
Right.
No,
Yeah,
I already
it's
knew.
If backfired was a person.
No. I already knew where it was gonna go. I already knew it was gonna backfire. I did. I really
But
did.
Freddie,
But I'm done.
ain't no dude, straight bi, gay, none of that
Oh.
got a girl about to go up to another dude and like try to get the woman gonna do the work. The woman is gonna be the one to be like, she gonna tell him like,
I don't
hey,
know. It's 2025.
I've heard differently though. I've heard
2025, so I
differently.
don't know.
He was in a situation where he could have still pulled chicks, but he had to bring them home. He just
Yeah,
wasn't
just get
doing
him.
that.
yeah,
Right.
Just
Like he
make
was
sure they
being greedy.
And hold
qualify.
up. Hold
He was
up.
being
And the
greedy.
caveat is Tiana didn't even want to always fuck the chicks that he brought home. He could have still fucked.
she just wanted to watch.
She just got to know about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
just
being
gotta
greedy.
know about it.
It was simply put, the nigga was being unnecessarily greedy.
So he had an
exact
open
mindset.
Yes.
conjoined marriage, and he
He had
messed
an
it up.
open. He had a hall pass and he fucked it up.
This
Yeah.
nigga didn't have a hall pass. This nigga had a passport.
Fact. No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
No, that's a fact.
Like
And fucked it all up.
he had a better green light than Green Lantern. Like the nigga was
She'd be like, I don't care. She's like, I'll sit in the corner and watch. I don't give a
All
fuck.
you had to do is fill out the paperwork first.
Yeah.
That's all you had to do.
But
Cross
this
his
the
eyes,
exact
dot the
reason.
T's.
This the exact reason why there's poverty in the world, because somebody decided that what they had wasn't enough, so they got to keep getting richer and richer, and they get greedy. And the greedier you get, you fuck people over, and now his ass is poor because he took all his money.
Hey,
Poverty, and he back in poverty.
hey.
Now,
That
nigga,
kind of brings me to the celebrity, if I may talk about celebrities. This is the only celebrity joint I care about being a musician and being in the industry is the Drake Kendrick Lamar beef. I'm sorry, I'm just stuck on that shit. I'm obsessed. That shit is so hilarious to me, and it's so great on so many
Raw
levels.
is Team Drake, so you need to
Oh,
be
boy.
careful what you're saying.
tread lightly.
Oh my goodness! I
him out.
wonder. I wonder
kick
one
you
day
out
would
the
I ever
stream.
run into a Team Drake.
No, the
He will
fuck
kick
you
you out
ain't
the
running
stream.
one today.
Be careful,
You ain't the
Jacoti.
fuck running the one today. That's for damn sure.
I just, to me, this is all I'm gonna say. I feel like it
Uh,
perfectly exemplifies the situation we are at in the world. You got Drake, he's doing this thing. Honestly, I have nothing against Drake. Every time I hear his music, I don't mind any of it. It's fine. He does great. All the songs
That
are
shit's
hits.
spicy as fuck. But keep going.
It is, but it's in the club, and if you're not paying too close attention to the words, you'll be all right. You'll be dancing. So he represents the status quo. This is how you get ahead. This is what you do. Blah blah blah. And like you were just saying, how people get too greedy. He's out there. You hear all these stories about he's trying to fuck old dude's girl. He's trying to do this and all these moves in the background. Now he's just doing too much, and then people are still rocking with him because he's still making the hits. It's like what we got going on in America. Everybody's fucking with us because we still, doing some shit. But then we start to get too greedy. Then the politicians go too far, and now we're all kind of screwed because they done fucked up the whole game. And then you have Kendrick on the other side who represents the culture. So at a certain point, there's music and there's the business of music. So it feels like to me, Drake represents the business of the music. And then Kendrick represents the music part, which there's why there is a business in the first place.
Right.
Drake was doing his thing, was killing it, making it happen, got too greedy, going too far, burned a lot of bridges, and now he's reaping what he sows. And then all Kendrick has to do basically is sit back and point those flaws out. And then it makes everybody think like, man, do I really rock with this guy? I'm sure you do. I'm so sorry you have to go through this. But like, do I really rock with this guy?
Raw literally cried for 2 months. Like, for real, for real.
He wanted to get Not Like Us banned.
Right.
Oh, that's funny.
I get it. I mean, how do
What I'm
you?
gonna do is because we got company. I'm not gonna flame roast the fuck out you right now.
No,
I'm gonna let you live because trust and
I'm a
believe.
guest. I'm a special guest. So
Trust and believe. No. I ain't talking about you. No, you good.
Okay. All
Hector
right.
know who the fuck I'm talking to.
Mm.
Hector
How
knows
much
exactly who the fuck
you?
I'm talking to. Nigga, you are never gonna live this moment down. I'm telling you now. The same way I talk about those fucking Tiger Stripe Spanx, nigga, I'm gonna find something else and we rapid fire.
That's
Fuck
fine.
you
That's
talking
fine. I'll just, his new album, I'll send you a plaque so you can go ahead and have it hanging in your wall while you sob in the shower. Sigh.
Right, it up. Like how your forehead look like it's been sobbing all day. Got you.
You're in trouble now. You're in trouble now,
Don't be
Hectic. Raw.
mad because I
You know it.
have great
I don't even know why he's setting himself up easy. I
Hey.
don't know why he's
Oh
doing
boy,
it.
where did I start? Oh,
Hey,
boy.
you know what Raw? You know what
That's
Raw?
funny.
Hey, Hector, you know what song Raw about to be playing now? He mad. He, nice for what to these niggas?
family.
The darkness in on
So
it too.
I'm a little confused. I'm a little confused about that one. Bruh. I'm confused
Black
about
ass
Drake's
niggas-
hit song. I
Black
listened
ass
to the
niggas want to
album.
be double teaming, huh? Pause. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you, motherfucker.
What'd you say?
What's that one song? He's like, he's like, I miss you hoes. He
Don't
be
do it
talking
to
about
yourself. Gotti.
Yo.
Listen, I like you, son. Pause.
All
Don't
right,
do
here
it
we
to
go.
yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Because
I just had questions.
I don't like doing that to people. I will attack you from a distance. I will do this.
All right. This song I'm gonna say is observation. It's not even an attack. Okay, so maybe it is a little bit, but like I'm listening to the one song, and it's a bop at first, and he's going off. Shit, what is it called? He's talking about how he misses all the strippers and shit. Where he has the beat inspire at first, and he's going off, and then he switches
I
off.
don't purposely
Like I
listen to
miss
Drake
you,
songs. So
I miss
if you
you,
explain
and
the
he starts
song, I
naming
don't
by
know.
names. It's just I don't know. It just seemed kind of weird. Like you were saying, your boy is saying it's spicy. It gets kind of spicy. And
I
you
think
have
a
to
lot
kind
of
of listen to lyrics.
a lot of
Between
Drake
him and
songs to
DJ
me-
Khaled, I don't know who's cornier.
DJ Khaled is annoying as fuck, but I personally don't think he's as annoying as Drake. I think like here's the thing, right? As black men, they say we're not supposed to have feelings. I don't believe in it. I do believe we should be able to show our
Agreed.
feelings, show our emotions.
Agree.
etc.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think Drake shows too much feeling too much emotion, that he
about
comes
the wrong
off
things though. It'd
as
be
a
like
bitch,
obsessing.
but then he turns around and try to act tough. Nigga, you're not tough, son. Like, stop.
See,
like,
that's the problem I got, because Heartbreak Drake was a good rapper, and he rapped about shit that I believed he was about. And then somewhere
you
along
don't
the
like
line,
mob ties? You don't like mob ties, Drake?
like, nah, because Jay Prince gonna get Drake fucked up, right? Because you can't protect that nigga. He in Canada, you in Houston. You can't protect that nigga from a 5-hour plane flight away. Like, Drake out there trying to act like a tough guy, like a gangster. He gonna get fucked up.
Oh, but wait, hold on. Let's not get it twisted. He do have a whole crew in Canada, though.
Yeah, he has to. He has to, because
everybody
know,
I mean, not saying that he's about that life, but he got folks surrounding him that's about that life.
He the cushion, and he's protected by the couch.
He's one of the cushions in the couch.
So he that's what bothered me with. I'm like, I could enjoy his music, but when he start talking about my dog will do it for a Louis belt shit, like, nigga, who you beefing with that hard?
No, facts. So, speaking of enjoying music, Jacoti.
Yeah.
Ultimate collab. You,
one
other artist. Let me rephrase that. You, one hip hop artist, one R&B artist, and then one any artist doing the hook.
Damn, yo.
Hold up.
All right,
hold
so
up. I want to throw one in there. And producer.
Yeah, I was just ready to say, I'm glad you mentioned that too. So I got that on lock. I already know who I would choose. First rapper, Kendrick. R&B artist is gonna be The Weeknd, and then I'm fucking with the Future hard. So that's my shit right there.
You gotta say pause after that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was gonna let him live. I was gonna let him live.
Since you a guest, I'll help you out.
Thank you. I got one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you say anything that in the back of your mind you like, somebody might think this a little spicy, just say pause.
Just say pause.
Yeah.
I was gonna let him live. I try to be nice to the guests. I was gonna let him live.
Because the people that love Drake the most will catch on to that.
So who's the producer?
Producer.
Ain't you the producer?
Would be...
I set it up so you're
but
the
still,
producer.
Yeah, but still, I would collaborate with a producer. You know, like yeah, like Future. That would be amazing to me. That'd be dope.
So Future will be the producer and do the hook.
Now, who would I do the hook? I had that one dude who was on Kendrick's song. Crazy, scary, hilarious. Just have him say something stupid like that, and it'll be great.
Okay.
All right.
That's what's
I'm trying to picture
it. It'd be wild. So at the end of the day, I would say my most influential producer is the guy most people never heard of, but he's very influential in music all over the time. I hear his music on IG all the time in the background. It's Aphex Twin. This dude from Cornwall in Europe. He started out in the late 80s, early 90s, and just revolutionized electronic music, the whole scene. Okay. And I've heard him do stuff back in 2000 that they still have not caught up to today. These techniques that he's producing and using it.
Who would be your Mount Rushmore of producers?
Meaning like, oh shit, man, that's a tough one. Love Quincy Jones. Like I said, Aphex Twin. This is mainly going to be like old school dudes who just. Bob James is another one. I can't get away from Bob James. That'll be my top.
Yeah, one more. Mount Rushmore is 4, baby.
Yeah, it's 4. It's 4. Yeah, I'm trying to think of this 4th. I might have to go with classical on this one. That would be Mozart. That's my guy. Yeah, that's Aphex Twin, Mozart, Beethoven. I'm telling you. If you listen closely, oh my goodness.
Here's what I can respect. I can respect that your Mount Rushmore is 4 people. I ain't gonna say all 4, but at least 3 of them motherfuckers don't nobody know who the fuck they is unless you're a producer.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. No one
I
knows
can
who they are,
appreciate
but
that.
they're super
I know 2
influential.
out of 4.
Yeah. I know Mozart.
No,
and
I'm not even speaking on us. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
Who you say, Bobby Jones or Bobby?
Bob James. So he
Bob
is
James.
actually the most sampled musician in hip hop.
Yeah.
That's Bob James.
Really? So
that's
what
I'm
is he?
saying? Fucking Eric B. and Rakim sampled him. Rock the Bells. That's Bob James. You know, the Missy Elliott song. It has the Rock the Bells joint in it. You know, I'm gonna sing him and shit.
It's just the fact that you name people
he's
that
a
aren't
jazz
like,
artist.
Yeah,
he's a jazz artist.
Most people
you didn't name the average.
Kanye.
How about I say it that way? Most people just instantly name the average and typical without actually, and it's like, all right, did you really mean it, or are you saying it because people know them?
Nah, to me, those are all the folks who were influenced by the people who I just mentioned. So that's cool. You know, I really respect Rakim and Dr. Dre and all those guys for sure. But I'm going to the source. I'm going to before. That's where they got theirs from. So that's who influences me.
So speaking of influences, let's get into our motherfucking next segment of the day.
Yeah. Hey. 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 Yeah. Hey.
Okay. All you hip hop junkies, you think you know hip hop? Well, tell me what happened today in 2005. Better yet, tell me what happened today in 1989. We know you don't know. That's why Easy about to break this day down in hip hop for you.
So we gonna kick it off like this because this week, the 14th specifically has some very significant moments in hip hop. So I'm gonna kick it off with the 14th. In 1989, Kool G Rap and DJ Polo dropped Road to Riches. And 2 of the most influential hip hop albums of the time that influenced entire cultures of artists, whether it being from a sound or area or just like the impact they had on hip hop. So E40 on March 14th, 95 dropped In a Major Way, his debut album. I know Boom somewhere celebrating right now, drinking champagne and yelling out, "White House!" And Pop dropped.
Shout out to all the weebalizations out there.
What's crackalization? Tupac dropped Me Against the World on the 14th. But then Beware the Ides of March.
What year was that?
That was 95.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's amazing when you sit back and it's like you look at all these specific albums. It's like, damn, they came out when?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yo, the 90s was popping. I can't front, like the 90s on multiple genres. Like the whole grunge scene was happening back then. Lots of things were going on in the 90s, mid 90s.
The 90s was that shit. So Beware the Eyes of March, March 15, 2015. Kendrick dropped To Pimp a Butterfly, a fucking classic that went over a lot of people's heads. But they still say it's a classic because, you know, if you don't understand him, it don't mean that he bright, but the nigga's bright. The nigga's very bright. John Rivas, aka Mr. Magic, who was a radio producer, he was a rival to DJ Red Alert, was born 1956 on this day. And then some sad news from this date. It's the anniversary of the death of the greatest hook performer of all time, Mr. LBC himself, Nate Dogg. Rest in peace, player.
Wow, there's a lot of things going on March 15th.
Favorite hook done by him
every day.
Oh shit.
Hold up. Wait.
Yeah, Regulator.
Summertime of that. Summertime in the
solidified.
LBC. That's low key.
Yeah.
Summertime in the
21 questions.
LBC. Yeah. Oh yeah.
21 questions.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So
I'm
do
not gonna.
y'all think like the artists that are already passed away and stuff, do you think like they would release some like political strengthening music right now? Like
Mm.
Michael and Prince, if they were alive right now, do you think Michael would be like, they don't really
No.
care about us, but a
No.
Trump
No.
version?
Uh,
No.
You know what I'm
No.
saying?
I think Michael would
Like
probably.
Orange Man don't care. He what?
I think Prince would, but I think Michael would probably like stay quiet.
Think he care? You
you
think
think
Michael
so?
stay quiet?
I think because I think people have too much shit on Mike.
Well, how old would Mike
No,
be?
no. But
But like,
Mike could
to
be in his
what?
60s, mid 60s,
yeah,
early 70s.
But I always felt like Mike
Right.
moved where he didn't consider what people thought about him. He did
right.
his art.
Mm-mm.
But I think like because Mike was manipulated to be in circles and be around situations that he never should have been a part of, to the point where like he might have been on Epstein Island, right? So Mike come out and say something, boom, Mike exposed now.
You notice that
I
list
don't think
really
so. I don't
never
see Mike.
come out yet, though, right?
Yeah.
Like
Right.
Yeah.
Because you know who on
they
it.
But
keep
it's
dangling,
possible.
that list, but they
Well, you
done
know,
released K and MLK and
Yeah.
everybody else, but not the Epstein K.
because you know who on that list. They're
Oh,
trying to find a way to
for
redact
sure.
that name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What name is that?
It's
you're president.
Donald Jefferson Trump.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, absolutely. All them fools is in cahoots.
Orange bastard himself. Easy.
Pretty much.
Yo,
Being as though you are a hip hop artist and you
Word.
do music currently as well, how do you feel about doing this segment, this day in hip hop, like shining light to, I guess, past music, anything, just news in general, when a lot of people feel like the past don't really matter when it comes to music?
I think the past matters more when it comes to music, just because, like, as a creator, for example, it's hard as hell to create something new.
Mm.
And so music is a cycle, like it's very cyclical, where the
Y'all go with
the
these
melody
big
that
ass
you
words.
the melody
Cyclical.
Yeah, the fuck is that?
the melody or the tune that you
Cyclical, yeah.
created. I'm sorry, you niggas don't know what a thesaurus is.
Nah, everybody ain't no fucking
Listen,
principal,
the whole
nigga. What
time,
the
the whole time you're talking, I'm like, this motherfucker been to college.
fuck?
I
Yeah,
knew it
everybody ain't no
meant easy.
motherfucking assistant
Look.
principal and out here
I
somewhere.
sat next to T.I. in school. Okay, I have a deep vocabulary.
I believe
Nah.
it.
That's what's up.
Now, what I was trying to get at is the fact that the musical elements are a very cyclical dynamic in a world where I'm just bullshitting with y'all.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was like,
No,
nigga,
I hear where you
why is
going.
that?
I see where you're going with this. I'm
Nigga
following you.
definitely channel this inner T.I. real quick.
But it really
I
is
mean,
like
yeah.
you can't make new stuff in music without honoring the old, right? Everything,
Right.
like, music has been around for so long, there's no such thing as something brand new anymore. And so you either taking something that's already been done and redoing it, or if you even creating from scratch, you have elements that you just created that are pieces of other things.
Yeah, you're gonna be influenced.
So you have to pay homage to and remember and highlight the old. And I think that's in any art, because there's no art form where you can just make something new. I mean, drawing, you could draw the house that wasn't there
The,
5 years ago, but
the
you
way I
still
look
need
at
to.
it, the way I look at it always is when I'm creating, I'm part of a conversation. You know what I mean? I'm part of the somebody before me put their 2 cents in, and this is what they came up with. Here's my answer to that. You know, so I can't create in a vacuum by myself.
Right.
As hard as I try, it's not possible. You're gonna be influenced, even if you dream it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have that influence.
And any artist that you have out there, no matter if they are a new artist that's like, I don't listen to rap, blah, blah, like, nigga, somebody influenced you to start rapping. I don't fuck with these old heads. Well, that old head that you don't fuck with, influence the dude that influences you. When you talk about your top 5 and X Tentacion and Juice World, ask Juice World who his top 5 was.
Right, right.
So in the 90s, it was all about no biting, don't be like me. I want to be different. I want to stand out, etc., etc. So if you was doing music, that's what your mindset was. You didn't want to sound like nobody else. You wanted to be different, even though you was influenced by somebody somewhere, somehow. When I went to culinary school, yes, I went to culinary school for all you motherfuckers that want to talk shit. He bullshitting. He ain't got no fuck culinary degree. I do. Shut the fuck up. Easy. Don't say a fucking thing. So now,
that's great.
shut the fuck
I
up.
even say shit about
I know you about to start talking shit. I know how you get down, nigga. So now, when I was in culinary school,
Raw. You
fuck
was in
you,
the
Freddie,
kitchen
before
cutting
you even fucking
sausages.
say it. Fuck you, Freddie. Don't say shit. Don't say shit. I
Look,
ain't here for y'all shit tonight.
Did you learn that?
Niggas,
I am not
niggas
here for
think
y'all
that
shit tonight.
because they
You
did
was
a
cutting the
job.
cucumbers. You was
Niggas
cutting
Yeah, I cut some
cucumbers.
shit. I cut some fucking cucumbers, Freddie. Shut the fuck
Carrots.
up. Fuck
Niggas
y'all.
think because
So
they
now,
did a job
let
in
me
the military that
let
they
me
got
say
a
what the fuck
degree.
I was about. Fuck
Like,
you,
nigga, you was
Easy.
a
Let me
cook
say
in
what
the
the fuck I
Navy,
was about
nigga.
to say.
He was a seaman cook.
Y'all, all right? Fuck y'all. Point blank,
Oh,
period.
boy.
Now,
Seaman chef.
like I was saying, when I was in culinary school, one of the teachers has said something to me. Well, it's not to specifically me, but said something in one of the classes that made so much sense to me. He said, in order for you to be a great chef, you have to steal a recipe and make it yours.
Oh,
So a
yeah.
lot of people got this thing where
Oh,
it's like,
yeah.
oh, you biting off somebody because you sound like them. No, everybody gets influence from somewhere. It's what you do with it that
So,
makes it yours.
so
So you
what's
could
been
take
my
a
experience?
recipe.
Yeah, go
Hold
ahead.
on. You could take a recipe that calls for a cup of sugar and make it a half a cup of sugar, and now it's yours. Because that half a cup that's gone is going to make it taste that much different.
Yeah.
So when we get
I
into this
agree.
whole biting shit, I don't agree with it. I don't believe in it because anything that you make yours is yours as long as it's not the same exact thing as somebody else's.
It's a fine line.
There's a difference, but there's a
Fine
difference
line.
between purposely going out and saying, I'm gonna do everything exactly like this person
That's not
and
true.
then try to call it my own.
I can do something exactly the way you do it and tweak it ever so slightly, and now
I'm
it's
not even
mine.
talking about tweaking. I'm not even talking about tweaking. People will purposely go out and do
Copy paste.
exactly the same thing to try to either okay, case in point. You went out, you created a song, and they saw that the song just took off. So now they're going to try to duplicate that same song so they could just take off. You know what I mean? And it doesn't work that way.
There's little nuances in that. That's why you got yacht rock, what they call yacht rock. All those guys were copying off of each other, influencing each other, and then that created a whole subgenre. That's like what I'm talking about. There is like Michael McDonald, Stilly Dan, groups like that.
Okay. I know
It,
Michael
it was
McDonald.
so. It's been my experience when I first started out. I love Dre. The Chronic had just come out, so all I did the whole time was try to make songs that sounded like Dre. I failed horribly, miserably, but I kept trying, and that's how I ended up with my own personal style. Because what I was looking at, I wasn't so interested in trying to do exactly what Dre did. I'm like, how did he get that sound? So I studied and I listened and I found out different techniques of how he made all these things happen. Same thing with Aphex Twin. He's doing all these crazy, it's like chops and rolls and all these things I learned over the years. It took me like, God dang, probably 10 years before I felt comfortable. Like I got these processes under my belt. But still, you can hear when you hear my music and you hear Aphex Twin, you compare it, you're like, yeah, I see the similarities, but I still don't sound like him because it's still me in there.
So I feel like that it's like you're bringing the story from the history of it. It's like just like kind of in the same way with comedy. You're not going to take their exact joke. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything happens to us just the same. Like how we put our pants on is just how we describe it differently.
There's a format. Yeah, it's gonna be a format.
There's a format for sure, but it's my own creative touch and how I'm gonna do it. So I feel like but also it's taking their techniques from the past and bringing it to the future.
Yeah.
And altering it a little bit, but you're still it's like bringing history.
I feel like all what the greats do is take that same formula, and this is what I was taught along the way. Is like you can't break the rules until you learn the rules. Once you
Mm-hmm.
understand how that thing works, then you can go out and break it ever so slightly where people can, say with you and understand, like, oh, that's
Yeah.
clever. I never heard anybody do that. But you can't
Yeah.
just go out there willy-nilly doing whatever, and it's not going to make sense.
So
See, I
let me
So,
ask you a question from an engineering standpoint, right?
mm,
When you look at like the RZA, Dre,
mm,
a lot of these greats, right? The way that they sampled, you didn't know what the sample was because they
right,
wasn't taking like a large portion of the sample of the song. They would take like a half a second clip
Hi-hat.
Yeah.
and stretch
Mm-hmm.
it, and they've done that 8-9 songs and put it into one song to where you can't
right.
really tell where the sample came from.
Mm-hmm.
But now you have it where people are literally taking an actual song and kind of like taking like a 3-second clip and
So,
stretching it and they're calling it a sample. How do you feel about that?
I remember when this happened back in the day, and I was hoping we wouldn't have to mention this, but Diddy's a perfect example of that. When he came out with everything that he did, I saw that I was like, oh, it's a wrap. Hip hop's over. Like he's not even being creative. He's like finding the songs that were
Yeah.
hits and just redoing it and making it a hit again. I was
Yeah.
like, there's not a whole
Yeah.
lot of creativity in that.
Yep.
Uh,
And that's one of the things that's always like bugged me, but also I've been kind of proud of the fact that like I don't know how to sample for shit. Like I've had some success with certain things where I've been able to chop up a sample and flip it and make it sound different. But I
mhm.
can't sample for shit. So I've had to play everything from scratch in my beats. But for me, it has forced me to learn like when I want a beat that has like that sounds like it has a soul sample, I have to play every fucking sound to
Yeah,
create that. And it makes me get very familiar with the elements of soul music, what instruments
yeah.
are used, the tempo, like all this shit.
That, yeah. That's
Like,
one of my favorite things of writing music is that. I'm the same way. All my dudes, all my homies, they're who are musicians, they're from the hip hop era. We're all from the hip hop era, but they learn how to sample. They got MPCs and all that. I never grew up that way. I'm the same way. I
mhm,
had to play out everything. So yeah, it made me listen, like you're saying, I have to listen that much closer to how
yeah,
this happened. And then we didn't have who sampled back in the day. So you can't just go and find
Right.
out where that
yeah,
source
yeah,
was from. So you had to listen close. That's how I design my sounds. I listen to them very close. That's how I built my whole studio around like listening to sounds. Back in the day when I was a kid, I used to hang out with my dad. We listened to records, and they would have on the back of the record what instrument they used. So we'd be
yeah,
sitting there listening to the solo, and be like, I think that's the Oberheim synthesizer. I'm like, that sounds like an ARP 2600 to me. And then like around the time I was 9 years old, I started pegging them faster than he could figure them out.
There
I
you
figured them
go.
out just because there's a certain, I'm sure you can relate to this. There's a certain sound or feeling to it. And then once you get into all the different nuances of each machine, you can tell which one was where it came from because of the personality of the machine. It's harder to do
yeah,
that today because everything is derivative of everything else. But with the original things that like original analog pieces of gear, you can definitely hear the difference, the
yeah.
nuances.
You just said some neo music stuff. You in tune with the machines. You
Oh
can
yeah,
tell which one is which. That's you living in the matrix.
That's
You
next level
Black
shit.
Neo.
Yeah,
For real. Next level.
yeah. To
Like
me,
I
when
said.
a sound has a specific, I don't know, it's just has a soul to it. It's a personality. Like,
yeah,
how long does it take you to figure out who a person is when you look at their picture? You know what I mean? You can look at a picture for 2 seconds. You know who that is.
yeah,
Like even since I was a little kid, I would be playing whatever, and a commercial would come on. Sometimes the commercial would come on, and then they switch to another thing real quick. And in that 1 second, I turn around like, oh, that's that one commercial. Because I just how it starts, the notes. Like every time, I mean, I'm going
yeah.
crazy, but
But it's even
right
with
here, Claire
voices.
de Lune. I know when that's Claire de Lune
Yeah,
by the first two notes. Like,
yeah. But even with somebody's voice, right? We know Kendrick's voice when we hear it.
yeah,
We know Nate Dogg's voice when we hear it, right? Even like Sean sounded like Biggie, but we knew that wasn't
but
Biggie.
yeah, It's the
ain't
same
sound
thing
shit
with
like
the
this.
with
I
the
don't know how the
sounds.
fuck people keep saying that
I
shit.
hear it in there.
But like when I say
Yeah.
light,
Yeah.
though, they had similar
And the baritone.
vocal
Yeah,
The
range.
he had a
tone, yeah, the
baritone.
tone
Yeah.
of the
And
voice.
they had the way they shaped words was similar, but no, he didn't have Biggie's voice, but he had
Mhm.
a similar vocal profile.
He
But
sounded
we knew.
enough like him to be marketed, you know,
Yeah.
for the masses. So, you know.
Yeah. And what was the other one? Gorilla Black?
Yeah. Gorilla Black was sounded like him. He looked more like him, I guess. You know, he was heavy set dude.
Mhm.
So Jacoti, like how far have you traveled with your music? Not the intergalactic travel.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
right here in the atmosphere.
Oh, wait. No, I'm mad that he was like, oh, okay, I can reel it back now. Like,
Facts. Like,
Yeah.
He was like, I ain't see a UFO because I identified.
I thought I was the only one that peeped that because I'm like, all right, he about to was.
And
about to go real
that's why I
crazy with his answer.
and that's why I clarified my
Wanted to
question.
answer it as if that's what he was thinking at this fucking point.
He was in the interstellar zone out there past the black hole.
I love going out to LA. I have a good time going to LA. Been to Canada. That's the furthest I've been out the country. I'm setting up a tour this year to go to Europe, figuring that one out. But
I mean, after listening to your beats, I can see where they'll definitely go crazy in Europe.
Yeah, I think I will have a good reception there. It feels like it.
No, thanks.
Nice.
All right, so this is the part of the show where I'm starting to have fun doing these, right? I'm finding pictures, and I want y'all to tell me what's the first thing that come to y'all mind.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my goodness.
When y'all see this picture. So, Jacoti, let me know what's the first thing that come to your mind when you see this picture.
I'm looking.
My Mel Rose.
Really? I mean, is that some kind of sexual tool? That's the first thing I think of.
So
like
the
I
fact
see a
that
hole.
you related to Freddie and asked that question is almost like I understand Freddie a little bit more now. That's crazy.
That's the first thing I think of. What else could it do?
I don't know what the fuck it could
What
do
else
at all.
could
To
it
be honest
do?
with you. Outside of
You
tickling
gotta
your
hang
balls,
it
I don't know
upside
what the
down.
fuck that shit
Exactly.
gonna do
You
for
hang it upside down. You got the picture. Understand. You see I'm going with it.
So the rose goes on your balls, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Assuming so. I don't fucking know, Freddie. I'm assuming so.
Because
That's
what's
the
the
only thing I
other
can
part
think.
for your belly button or your little your triangle patch? You know what I'm saying? If you got it up, going up.
Wait. What the fuck is a triangle?
Everybody got
You
the
know,
triangle patch.
Nah, if a nigga out here shaving a triangle patch and shit, that's beyond ghost
That's
pepper,
like-
nigga. Your Scoville level is crazy.
Everybody don't got the pubic patch.
No dudes.
If you were a grown ass man out here putting designs in your shit, your Scoville
right.
level is through the roof, my nigga.
Well,
so he can't put a
that's what
money
I'ma
sign
say.
on top of it?
If
he's
you
selling
out here designing your motherfucking patches on your shit, son.
So it's the ring and then the vibration, the little grummy part is for the gooch, the little tank. That's what it's for.
It's gonna reach that
clearly
far?
don't know the male anatomy.
Wait. If it's going underneath your balls, if that shit vibrating underneath your balls, my nigga.
It had two holes. It had two rings. So one ring for your thing and then one
for
ring for your
small
balls.
or
and then...
large?
I was assuming.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you gotta spread it out. You gotta spread it out. Yeah.
And then, look, I don't know.
Freddie, you obviously seen one of these in action before because you have.
I feel like she has.
It's for extra slappage. Sometimes you want that extra slappage.
Extra slap.
That's crazy.
Super pause on that one. That's bananas. Hectic. First thing come to your mind when you see this picture.
Bruh.
No.
That should have, bruh. That should have
no.
paws all on. Why you got hectic?
Is that a dude or a bald head chick? What the hell?
That's how you get a milk dud eating the sausage with Dookie water. What is they drinking?
It look like orange Kool-Aid. This nigga got one drumstick.
Dookie water.
Nigga got 9 slices of bread.
I feel they need to get their life together.
Them is little dookie turds.
Yo,
on the
I just
bread too.
realized
Like,
the
what
half
is
a
on the
loaf of
plate?
bread on that nigga plate. That's crazy.
Yo,
look like
it looks like he's
Cincinnati
eating
shit.
for nostalgia for an ex-lover. That's all. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
That look
Everything
like
reminds me of you.
Meat way too much. Pause. Like
that
that's
look like
crazy.
they cooked in Cincinnati.
Yo.
That's
Easy.
Cincinnati.
First thing come to your mind when you see this picture.
Nigga,
Oh, that's the shit.
that's childhood
Wait,
right there.
First of all, no,
That's
let's
childhood right there.
pause. How the fuck he gets a
How
nice
he get that picture?
a nice wholesome
Hey.
picture?
Hey, earth, fire, wind,
when?
water, heart.
It's a wholesome
Hey,
picture.
he came-
So listen, every time I see this picture, right, I instantly think of the Don Cheadle the skit.
Oh
The
man,
niggas
Oh,
like,
yo,
yeah.
yeah.
I hate how they fucked up little dude though. Like everybody else had a normal ass American accent, and this nigga heart.
The Latin one?
Like, why- no, the little Indian boy. They were like everybody, like
Yeah.
the black dude that was supposed to be from Nigeria, the little Hispanic girl. They all had American accent. He was like earth, fire, wind, water, heart.
the fucking Don Cheadle, when he did this fucking skit, yo, the fact that they made Captain Planet look like just a whole scumbag. I really felt like that shit could have been real, yo. I wanted to see a
Right?
full movie of Captain Planet as a fucking scumbag. Like
Scumbag,
I would have
yeah.
been with it.
I would have
That
watched
shit
it.
would have been hilarious. I used to
Because he
watch
wasn't
Captain Planet
shit
fucking
in that
religiously.
motherfucker. He
I-
wasn't shit. Freddie,
What
first
up?
thing come to your mind.
Ooh.
This is not as easy as motherfuckers might think.
Nah.
So
Because it's
I'm
some
already-
real ones on this
Ooh.
motherfucker.
Yeah. This
Like, it's
this
some
is
real one,
solidified
like-
list.
Like,
This
yo,
is a
I
very
got like,
solidified list.
wow, cool. Okay, so Jazz, no. Bullethead, I forget. Tamara, she's still
Bullethead was
cool.
from
Bullethead
Steve
from
Harvey
Steve
Show.
Harvey show. Yeah.
Steve Harvey, yeah.
Oh, nah. Cold. No. Joey, I don't like Friends. Phoebe, I'm tired of that cat song. Eric Matthews, nah.
Wait,
He was still
Phoebe
gonna
had
be
a song?
fine. Phoebe, that
Phoebe was a whole
smelly cat.
musician, nigga.
Smelly cat. You
They just wrote jingles and
Kill.
shit, right?
Damn, I just realized.
Damn, probably
I just
Waldo though.
realized
Probably
Friends had-
Waldo.
Friends was the
Waldo
one
was
show
pretty
that had
stupid.
two idiots. I never
Yeah, they
thought
did.
about that.
Yeah, they do.
Friends had two idiots.
Friends.
I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, it had
Yeah.
Joey and Phoebe. Yeah,
Mhm.
but Phoebe was low key
So-
smart though. She
And
was
she
like
was.
just be on some
Fucking.
other shit.
Phoebe was
I
fucking.
think she was just high all the time.
Yeah,
I
Phoebe
think
definitely
that's what it was.
everybody for sure.
Yeah.
So like Waldo pretty stupid and matching Kim Parker because they was pretty stupid. You know, so
Don't forget
Yeah.
Junior.
Junior, what? And his head was huge, so he had all that extra head
Yo,
space
I'm
and no
glad you
extra
said that,
brain.
not Hector. 'Cause I feel like Hector was going to say that shit. I'm glad you said it first.
I was not going to say nothing
That
about
boy's
the man.
head was huge and no brain cells, no extra brain cells at all. Like, bruh,
But he was hilarious, though.
No, that's a
he
fact.
was.
I'm
I
gonna
don't.
say Eric Matthews was the dumbest motherfucker.
Eric Matthews.
Yeah, he was.
Nah,
Nah,
What was he on?
Eric,
Oh yeah,
Eric,
Boy Meets
Boy
World.
Meets World.
Boy Meets World. I don't know. I like
Eric
Michael
was smart.
Kelso. He was pretty stupid too. Kelso was pretty stupid, but I think
Who's Michael Kelso?
honestly, yeah, from that
Kelso was
70s
that
show.
70s
70 show? Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm a just because I know how stupid he is, because he really think he's smart, and that's the stupidest, funniest thing is Michael Scott. Like
you got a point there.
Like he gave them kids and promised them scholarships, you know what I'm saying? And he thought he could give it to them, and he really just gave them laptops. He thought he gave underprivileged kids. He told them he was giving them scholarships for their whole entire college, and nah, he just gave them laptops and shit. Like he's stupid. Like because he thinks he's smart, and I think that's the funniest stupid.
He's
'Cause
aggressively
everybody else-
stupid.
Yeah.
I never understood The Office. Never liked the show. I thought it was a pointless show.
Man,
I couldn't tell you.
it's one of those
nothing about
ones
that
you have
shit.
to get into. You have to just watch a few episodes and
I
get
tried.
into the whole
My
groove.
wife, for some strange reason, I don't know why, my wife liked that show, and I tried, and I'm like, yeah, no, I can't do it. I'm good.
Yeah.
I would rather watch paint dry than to watch The Office.
Damn.
That's how I feel with Friends. I can't watch Friends too much.
Yeah, Friends.
That
and
wears
it's
on
so
me quick.
crazy because around your white
Yeah.
people, they be like, Friends is hilarious. I'm like,
I don't.
know.
Yeah, that,
No,
I
it's
don't.
not.
Get that.
Living single ran laps around Friends though.
Oh yeah,
It really
yeah.
did. It really
I
did.
wasn't a fan of neither show, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna keep it real. The Office, I would unless I worked in the office, I wouldn't have got it though. Honestly, like, because there's all
So
kinds
because
of
you worked in the office, you got it?
yeah, because there's all those personalities are in the fucking office in one way
They
or
really
another.
be
You
there.
like, yeah, they really be there. You be like, man,
So I'm gonna throw
these
y'all a
motherfuckers
curveball
really
that nobody
exist.
knows. And this show is literally the longest running sitcom. It's been going for like I can't remember. It's longest The Simpsons, I think. Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
I
that's
know.
my
a lot
shit.
of people sleep on that show.
Man, so
You know
many people
what?
say that's the most consistent, funniest sitcom I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
a lot of people
I will
definitely
say
sleep on that show
this.
for sure.
I actually had to take breaks from that show because they argued so much. I couldn't take the bickering
The
back and forth
tone,
between
yeah,
like,
it's
man,
fast
shut the
paced.
fuck up. You're stupid. Like, sit down somewhere.
all done.
But yeah,
Heck,
they
And I
were
love
pretty
I love
dumb.
when they always interacted with the public. Then you can see really how
Yeah.
diabolical they really are. Like,
No, facts.
Man, listen, when they acted like they was handicapped and she was at
bruh.
the mall and she put on them things and she was walking
Oh
and
my
shit.
goodness.
Man,
Yo,
like
they
they
be taking it to
stupid. The
the
other
highest levels.
way extreme.
Mhm.
What say you, Hector?
Oh, I have to go with Kelly Bundy.
I had a theory about Kelly Bundy's character. She played
that?
She was
stupid
pretty
to make her
stupid.
family think she was stupid, so they didn't ask her to do shit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
I can
Yeah.
That
believe that.
tracks. That seems to track. Yeah.
She
I
was
feel
out
like-
there
I
pimping
feel
that
like-
pussy in the streets, though.
Yeah.
For real, she was
Oh, she
doing.
was-
Nah,
that.
she was
Working
doing
at
her.
everybody's
Yo,
office
no,
that
she was.
are Kelly Bundy's.
yeah.
She was. Oh
She had a
man,
hot
she was.
box.
Well, she was doing her thing to get by, but what she had,
Yeah.
she was hustling. I can't
She
knock
was
her.
I
always
think
out there
everybody
hustling.
works with a Kelly Bundy.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and Bud was selling weed.
Had to be
Of
right.
course.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
And bootleg porn. I feel like.
yeah.
I'm
And I
pretty
think
sure
he was-
doing that.
I
Of
think
his
Bud.
sister.
I think Bud was fucking Marcy too, the neighbor.
He would always
Marcy
try.
could have got it. Marcy
Yeah.
was a closet freak.
Yeah,
She wasn't
Yeah.
no closet freak, nigga. She was a
Little
freak.
chicken. He
Yeah,
was
maybe
called
she
her-
did. She did come out with some
She was
lingerie a
actually a
couple times.
freak.
Yeah.
What you talking about? She was no closet freak. She was freak body as a motherfucker.
yeah.
Yep, she had to get rid of her square husband and get with Jefferson.
Didn't she
Yeah.
get? Didn't she get
Yeah.
a divorce twice?
Was that
She
the
divorced
first show
Jefferson, I
that
think.
literally spotlighted a member?
Yeah, it did. I mean,
Yeah, I
honestly,
think you're right.
Married with Children, it shat on a lot of stuff because it was Fox. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Fox
it
was,
had a lot of controversial stuff.
But I don't think I think before them nobody like had a member on their show, and then it was like after that everybody started trying to like find their version of that.
I think you're right. I
I
can't think of
mean-
anybody before that, really. I
I
mean, she
mean,
wasn't prevalent, but
Three's Company, he was a membo.
was he
Jack-
though?
Really?
No, he wasn't.
really.
No, he was. Yeah, no, he wasn't.
You mean
Hold on,
he
hold
okay?
on.
So
He just
define membo.
pretended.
Yeah, what the fuck is a
Define
membo?
membo,
I ain't
though.
never
A
heard
male
that.
bimbo.
Oh, who's
So
a male
what- so
bimbo?
that means
and-
somebody's taking care of them, or like what? Like just
It was the
Floozy.
second.
When you
It
think
was
of a
second
bimbo,
Marcy husband.
when you think of a bimbo, right? Think
Oh.
of a male
Yeah.
version of that.
That'd be Jefferson. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before
Oh,
that,
okay, I
I don't
guess
think
so.
nobody had that on their show, and I think after that, it was like, oh, let's find
was-
one of those.
He was pretty dumb too.
He was dumb.
I'm
as fuck.
surprised
Yeah.
he's not on the
He was
list.
an idiot.
I'm
That nigga was a
surprised he's not on the
true idiot.
list.
You know who the first,
Not
you
with
know,
an E, with an I for sure.
you know who you left off this list, or they left off this list though. It's fucking Jethro Clampett.
Yo,
That had to
Who
be
the
the
fuck is
dumbest motherfucker.
That's a little
The
old as
Beverly
hell.
Hillbillies.
Beverly
I ain't got
Hillbillies.
no fucking
That's old
Beverly
as shit.
Hillbillies.
You might as well put Gomer Pyle on there.
Gomer wasn't dumb though. Gomer was a G. Gomer actually had some sense. He
Golly.
was just a little
You
autistic.
could tell who had 2 channels.
Had a Nick at Night. Nick at Night going.
You watch Andy Griffith,
Yo.
Little House on the Prairie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matlock,
Murder She Wrote.
Yo,
in
that's
the
fucking
heat of
crazy.
in the heat.
Magnum PI. Yep.
Facts. Jacoti, first thing
Yo.
that comes to your mind when you see this picture.
Yo.
Already seen this. All right. And it never fooled me in the first place. Never once. I didn't get it. I was like, this literally a dude with his hand in front of his junk. Like, that's what I thought. I didn't think he was naked at all.
He actually don't got his hand
he
in front of
is.
his junk at all.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on
you
her
do,
knee.
don't he?
No,
No,
he's
on
on
her
her. He's
knee.
on her leg.
Her legs on his lap.
Oh, shit. See, now that's a whole nother
See, it
angle I
did
didn't
get you
see.
then.
Wow, it did.
What's
That's
crazy
her
is I
legs going
saw
over.
this.
That's wild.
I saw this
thought I
on
seen it,
somebody's
man.
story, and I was like, I'm not about to click on this story, man, because this look wild. I don't want this in my algorithm, so I didn't click on it. But I've seen that coming through, wanting me to do something, and it looked like clickbait, like it was gonna be a virus. So I said no.
So me and Freddie saw this next picture, right? But she never explained to me how she felt about this picture. So I want you to
Scared
tell
now.
me
What
how
picture you talking about?
relax,
Oh
Freddie.
shit.
I want you to
know,
tell
like-
me what you thinking when you see this picture.
Oh. Are you
So,
asking
hold
me?
on. Before she explain how she feel, I just want y'all to know this was a Valentine's bouquet given to somebody.
Oh, hell no. So listen, someone decided to go to Michael's and get them some supplies.
They got
And
creative.
they made this. They got creative, super creative.
Nah, because that shit.
And
got a
it's
tag
crazy
on it.
enough, I already knew who they were before I looked at the bottom and saw what it was.
Who is
So kudos to them. But I wouldn't want no one to
It's
Valentine me
Chuck
no goddamn
and the bride
dog.
of Chuck.
Yeah.
that? It's who?
It's
Chucky.
Chucky and the Bride of Chucky.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they
Yeah.
got some deep-seated issues in their relationship, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe they like that
Deep-seated
toxic
issues.
shit.
Yeah,
Dang.
exactly. Maybe they freaks like that.
yeah. They got a dungeon and shit. They be
I have
Talking
a
about
dungeon.
natural born killers.
Yo.
they down there doing needle
So,
play and knife play. And
You
shit.
never told me how you felt about this, Freddie.
It's disturbing, especially if you're the receiver.
It depends. You got to know your partner.
If your dude gave you this for Valentine's Day, you wouldn't feel special?
I would feel especially inclined to distance myself and call somebody because yeah, there's no way, because also knowing me, if this is my partner or my boo, whatever, they got to know that I appreciate the effort of the Michaels crafts and things. But I also I don't like Chucky like that though. I don't like Chucky like that. And they got to know that they could have just got me some real flowers and not a made up bouquet. I'll take some real flowers even though I don't do flowers.
What if they ain't have it? They ain't have it.
I like it.
No,
I-
motherfucker, they had the money to go to Michael's. They took the time to go to Michael's. They took the effort to go to Michael's. They could take that same money and buy a card and some flowers. They could even buy Dollar Tree flowers.
So, Jacoti, you saying if your chick brought you this, you'd be happy with it?
Oh yeah, I'm into that. It's just you got to know who your partner is. It's the sentiment that counts. It's basically saying we can be psychos together.
And this
I
is
love
exactly why I'm fucking single, because I don't appreciate shit.
No.
With that being said, if that's the case, let me know who you got.
all day.
Count Dracula. Or the Count.
Oh, I was gonna say my top two. Bet that's the Count and the Vlad the Impaler from Bram Stoker's. Look at the butts, the French rolls on his head. Like, come on, that's my shit.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like, what's his name? Old dude from he's like, those are maggots, Michael. That's
Lost Boys. Yeah,
Lost Boys. Yeah.
But I picked the Count because we're gonna be counting bankrolls and money with the other Count with the French rolls. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like one French roll, You know what I mean?
So you go with Sesame Street.
Oh yeah, come on.
Yep, that's number one to me. Yeah, that's the first Count I knew. That's the first vampire I knew.
Freddie's saying the Count and Vlad. What you saying, Jacoti?
Well, I'm gonna say the Count and old dude from Lost Boys. I mean, I love Blade. That's gonna be a close third.
Okay.
And then I fuck with the Brad Pitt vampire because he's a smooth cat. He was fucking people up in that movie.
Okay. Easy.
So this is a tough one. So I'm gonna have to do an honorable mention because in easy fashion, that's how I roll. So my honorable mention is Eric Northman because he was a cold motherfucking true
nigga. I don't think motherfuckers understand, son.
But I gotta go with the Count.
True Blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eric was that dude over there. Yo, I ain't even gonna hold you. Eric was definitely that dude.
The Count from Sesame Street, just cause like it's the fucking Count, nigga.
It's original.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the original. He's
OG.
number one. Like,
but
you just gonna keep doing that shit, huh, Freddie?
And then I gotta go with Maximilian. Ain't nobody fucking with Maximilian. Maximilian was a cold blooded. This motherfucker changed into the pastor and went in the church and gave a whole sermon.
He's stupid.
Damn it! Damn anybody! Don't glorify this work. It's a hell of a night outside.
Nigga was burning and everything, but he still finished that shit.
And then he got up there and roasted everybody. He roasted the whole congregation.
Facts.
He had that nice wig too. Look at that wig. That was laid. The lace front was nicely laid. So I give him that too. And them contacts was on point. They wasn't from the gas station or nothing.
And the nigga can turn into a werewolf. Like he wasn't a regular ass vampire that came from a bat.
He's versatile.
He could be a bat, but he could turn into a werewolf.
Werewolf too.
Okay.
He was a were-vampire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What say you, Hector?
All right. So
let me guess. I don't watch anything with vampires in it because all I do is watch porn.
First of all, I like
only
vampires.
thing I watch is bitches sucking dick. I don't watch people sucking neck.
One nut.
One
Two
nut.
bitches get pissed on.
So I'll go with Kate Beckinsale.
I give you that one. Yep.
Who the nigga? Name who the fuck they is on here, nigga. We ain't asking no real
Underworld.
names.
That's
Shit,
the
nigga.
name on. That's the name.
Oh, all right, my bad.
Right
Keep
there.
going. My bad. I'm sorry. I know you be trying to be extra sometimes. I be having to make sure with you, son.
And Alice.
See,
Ooh,
Hectic
right.
picked them too
What's she
because he
from?
want to fuck them. That's
Fact.
the only reason he picked them too. He want to fuck them.
He want to piss on him. That's a difference.
He want to dry
That's
hump.
a difference.
And semen has blood, so I'll be able to feed them.
Yo,
Oh,
hold
man.
on.
What?
He want to dry hump him. Yo. Ah, shit. Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. So when I first looked at this picture, first of all, I don't know none of these Twilight motherfuckers. I ain't never watched that
At
shit,
all.
so
I
don't
hate
know who the fuck
Twilight.
none of them motherfuckers is. And I heard that's the gayest vampire show ever. So I definitely wasn't watching that shit. So for me, honorable mention had to be Eric. I think a lot of motherfuckers, if you didn't watch Twilight, you didn't know how much of a beast Eric was. Nigga was a cold G.
You mean
in that
True Blood?
though.
I thought you
True Blood,
said
yeah.
you didn't watch Twilight. Oh,
You know what I'm saying? True Blood. The nigga was a cold G the whole fucking. Every time you see him, he just was on some G shit. Always cooler than a fan in front of an AC at all times. Like that nigga
None
did his
shook this
fucking
nigga.
thing.
Nothing shook. Nothing shook
at all.
that nigga.
Like at all.
My-
and he ended up taking the ball, and he ended up taking Suki from the ball. Like that shit was crazy. Like that shit was bananas. But for me, it had to be between Max and Blade for sure. One, because they both was niggas killing white folks. But two,
that is a plus.
You see what I'm saying? But two, they both was just some G-ass fucking vampires. Like if I wanted to be, if I could be a vampire, I want to be Max. Like for sure.
Yeah. I would
Max
be Blade.
have to dress like him. I don't know if you have that kind of style.
No, that's cool. I mean, listen, fuck is you talking about? I'm throwing that shit on.
Here y'all go.
I'm throwing that shit
You
on.
gonna throw your lace front on, son?
Wait.
You gotta be like this, son. You gonna put your lace front on, son?
Hell yeah. Fuck you mean?
Okay.
You gotta wear leather.
Just silky on.
Listen, it's going down, son. It's going to fuck down. Fuck you mean? Like
Max was a motherfucking pimp though. If Max wasn't like, I would like to see a movie, a redo of Max being a pimp vampire out there in them streets, just pulling up on bitches in his cape and floating up to him is like, bitch, better have my money. Like,
shut up, EC.
and he beat the bitch one time, and now he in that bitch dreams. Fuck is you talking about?
Right. And he won't even turn her into a vampire. That's the fucked up part about it. He's just making her ass be mortal out there, just getting his bread.
Yeah. When I wake up at night,
forever.
Yeah.
Had that money ready, bitch.
You walk into that nigga's lair. He in
Hey,
he posted up.
That sounds like a good Tubi movie called Eternal Pimping.
I'm telling you.
Listen,
there you go.
Listen, that sounds like something
from Detroit. Right?
It's Van Pimping in Brooklyn, baby.
You gonna write that, Hector? Eternal Pimping?
Eternal Pimping.
I already did all here.
Man, fuck out of here.
It's
easy.
Yo,
and this is not gonna be
an supposed to be sold, not told.
Whatever, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Bitch, get out there and make my money before I bite your ass on the neck. What you talking about?
Erase one 90s character.
Oh, this is easy. Corey got to go.
Yep.
Corey
wow, really?
Yeah.
Corey got to go.
He's lame. He's lame as shit, man.
Like, first of all, Zach Morris is the Eric Northman of teen after school TV shows. Zach was a cold motherfucker. And
he got all the bitches.
Yeah, all the bitches. Nigga was a player. You know he a Republican, but he was a player.
I was gonna say, you know, his mom and dad voted for Trump.
Yeah,
I'm sure. You
tell by
see
that
how he dressed and everything. Look, he got a turtleneck and a polo and a sweater. Like
you a douchebag right now. He drive a Tesla truck, riding around. His
look how high his hair is.
Yeah,
but he was a cold motherfucker though, right?
Getting everybody out of every situation.
Yeah, and then obviously Will, right? He was a teenage prodigy. He grew up to be a thug, slapping the shit out of people. But it's all good, right? Steve,
that's my guy.
Genius.
Steve's my dude. Yeah,
like,
he's number one.
Steve,
Steve, the only nerd I could hoop with. Like, he cool as shit.
Right?
Corey was just a lame. Corey was square as fuck. He was like
flying
over
Topanga. Topanga was trying to throw that pussy at him. He was scared.
Idiot.
I need to say something one time for the one time, right? I need to say something one time for the one time. All you motherfuckers that be talking about the 90s babes and all that shit, the white girl that made you want to fuck a white girl. If you name it anything besides Topanga, you's a lying ass nigga.
Yep.
Topanga was the baddest bitch on TV in the fucking 90s, nigga.
She was better than
fuck how y'all feel, son.
She was better than all them Saved by the Bell bitches. She was better than all. She was better than all them Saved by the Bell bitches. Jesse,
Topanga was the baddest bitch on TV. Topanga. Here's what's crazy. It was Topanga, then it was fucking Myra.
Yes. That's what I was thinking of. Crazy.
From Family Matters.
You
Topanga, then it was,
was
talking about all that other shit. Listen, Lisa Turtle was bad as shit.
Lisa Turtle,
Lisa was bad.
But she wasn't fucking with Myra or Topanga. Fuck is you talking about?
No, yeah.
Man,
you know,
and then there's Hillary, of course.
Yeah.
Hillary Banks is in there.
Still wasn't fucking with Myra or Topanga.
Myra had big old boobies. That's why.
Myra
already
has
know
big
I'm a
ass
titty
tits.
man to the core.
He had big old
Myra was thick. Myra was thick before thick became a thing.
Facts. No facts.
Myra
Before that
had
shit
stomach
was
like a
in,
truck.
before it was cool to be thick on TV, Myra was stunting on him.
Stunning.
Yeah.
She had dumps like a truck, thighs like what?
And whatever the bitch name was that Steve was in love with,
Laura.
she was not fucking with
Laura.
Myra.
Man,
No,
Laura.
Nah.
I wasn't trying to
Whatever
say
the
her
bitch
name.
is.
She was all right.
Laura was all right. Laura had a good body, but
Nigga,
she looked like
the
a squirrel
older
in
Laura
the
got,
now?
the worse she looked. Fuck is you talking
You
about?
see her
Laura-
now?
The
None.
older
I haven't
she
seen her
got,
lately.
the
Myra's
worse
still
she
fine, though.
looked. I
I
just
bet
said
Myra's
that.
still fine.
I mean,
And you know Topanga's still fine.
I mean, if you went to fucking
She
corpses,
dead.
she might be.
yeah,
Okay.
right.
I mean, you know what I mean, though. You know what I mean, though. Like
Mario Lopez hasn't aged a bit. He look exactly the same as Saved by the Bell.
them
Yo, he
steroids.
be eating
Mario. I know
he be
y'all don't
eating
give a
adrenal-
shit, and I'm the
glands.
only woman here, and I'm just gonna let y'all know that Mario Lopez still look the same, and he's gorgeous. So fuck y'all talking about big old
All right,
boobies.
so
Man, I'm
listen.
secure. I'm
Bumps like a
secure in
truck.
my masculinity. I will have to agree with that. I don't think any
Thank
other
you,
dudes
brother.
fucking with
Thank
Mario
you. I know
Lopez.
you.
You know what? I
They gonna
appreciate the
pause
fact
you.
that you had to ride.
I know,
Nah,
right?
you know
Pause. I
what?
forgot. Yeah, pause.
I would have paused him, but the fact that he ride for his little sis, I can't be mad at you. I can't be mad at you. Now,
Pause.
had
He don't
Hectic
ride
said
for
that
his little
shit,
sis.
had
Pause.
Easy said that shit, would have been a problem.
And you know easy ain't fit to say that shit.
So, all right, how about this, Freddie? Who
So-
was that 90s TV crush that had it for you? That was that motherfucker. I know your brother there, and you probably don't want him to know certain shit about you. I
I
don't know how
probably
much
already
y'all
know.
conversate,
So.
but who was that motherfucker that had you in the 90s a little extra moist and you'd have thrown them draws?
See, now you didn't have to say all that. You didn't have to say it like that. So that's where you lost
Hold
me.
on.
Hold.
Had he not been here, he would have said flicking bean and
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Listen, you don't even realize how PG that fucking statement was.
That was pretty tame.
Hey, yo, I'm the special guest, so y'all you. Don't let me
Hey,
stop.
listen, Jacoti, you don't even realize how PG I just made that statement for you, my nigga.
I appreciate it though.
Like he said that. He said that how T.I. would say it. Like he was
Facts.
he was very demure.
Facts.
Very demure.
Demure.
TV wise, I mean, I don't know. It's I didn't have no, like, I guess Mario Lopez was cool. I don't know. Like I'm always in love with Ice Cube. So he wasn't on TV. That's
one
my
of them hood ass niggas.
Ice Cube, you dude.
Angry
Nah,
every
this-
time.
She
He had to
one
make
of
a
hood
he was
niggas.
so angry. He was so angry he had to make a song. Today was a good day. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. He had a good day, and I was happy for him.
Hector,
having a
why
good
are you
day.
surprised though? He was a nigga with an attitude.
I was
Hey,
gonna
that's where
say,
you came
like,
from, yeah.
you know,
Like
I seen this
but
video
yeah.
today, right? I guess him and Kevin Hart had did a interview somewhere, and the guy was like, "Do you realize you have a Irish name?" So he was like, "Oh shit, I never thought about that." And Kevin Hart said some shit that had me fucked up. He was like, "Black parents look at the randomest shit and just be like, you know what? That sounds like something I'm gonna call my baby." He said one day his mom had to be sitting there and somebody said something, and she said, "Oh shit," and fucked up and said it wrong and named that nigga O'Shea.
Yeah. That's
Oh shit,
stupid.
you don't say. Oh shit.
wow.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I mean, I do
That's
know
messed up.
these twins. Their names are Lamangelo and Arangelo, and their
Wow.
mama named
Yeah.
them.
What?
They spelled
Lemon
lemon jello
Jell-O.
and orange jello, and their
Orange
mama
Jell-O.
named them because she couldn't think of none,
Wow.
and that's what she ate that day.
And I feel like when they get old enough, they should sue their parents for that bullshit ass name.
I mean,
Well,
if
you know,
if
I'm
they
all
were
You
to
should be
nick-
able to. I feel like you should be able to sue your parents for your name if they gave you
Fuck
some
suing them.
bullshit.
Man,
If you
as
name me
long as
Lemon Jello, you name me Lemon Jello, I
Mangelo.
have the right to become Eric
I
Menendez.
still ain't running. I always think about this all the time. I still ain't ran into nobody named Debris. I mean, it's got to be
I
there.
have.
Somebody's
I
got to
have.
be named Debris.
I
Debris.
have. Yes, Debris.
Debris.
Yes, and she tried to
That's
spell it
But
crazy.
that's
all
a
fucking
pretty name. That's a Debris. Hey, Debris.
all
I
over the
know, but
goddamn
when
place.
Wait. Time out, ref. Time out, ref.
Scatterbrain ass girl
Time
all
out,
over the
ref. I
place.
feel like he talked you out of naming your daughter Debris.
Nah, not at all. I wouldn't have
You
named
know
my
what?
daughter
Okay.
Debris.
Why?
I
What? You know
know a
what?
girl named Debris, and she spelled that shit
Mm-mm.
But you would have
D-E.
spelled it
I
different.
thought it was Deborah because she spelled it
That don't make
D-E-B-R-E-A.
sense.
It sounds good until you look up the word in the dictionary. So you
Yeah.
gonna be a piece of
Exactly.
trash.
Trash.
Like how many?
Like,
Honestly, there's so many Anayas out there, and every time I hear that word, I mean that name, I think of annihilation. Like,
Yeah.
so I work with
dudes,
this dude.
like, yeah, I
His
do. I do.
his name was Darrell. And I work with him, and that's exactly what he did. He derailed the whole program. His ass got fired.
Wow.
His name,
That
I was
nigga
like,
was
yeah, I said when he
programmed
came in, I was like, I hope he don't live up to his name.
Crazy.
I see.
What would y'all say is the worst name you've ever heard that pissed you off that somebody named their kids some shit like that?
Ladasha. L-A.
No,
No, man.
him off.
No.
Pick him off.
Dead ass.
Wait, what?
Where the fuck
That
you
shit
get
ain't
his
Dead
name
ass.
from?
Ladasha.
Dead ass. Ladasha. L-A was the fucking kid's name.
Get the fuck out of here.
Nah. Yeah, I would say the worst
First of all,
one is
that's lazy
whoever.
as shit.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. The one, what's his name? What's his name? I don't even know how you pronounce it. Elon Musk kid. X dash
I don't know.
something.
His 14th kid? I don't know.
Yeah. One of the ones he had with that other famous girl. I don't know.
You said X dash?
Yeah, it was
What
like,
do you mean?
yeah, it's like X dash A something, but it's the X that's like in algebra, like shit like that. Like
It's
it
the
was,
little X, like
the 10?
I don't know how you even pronounce it.
So is he that because he's the 10th kid? He's a Roman numeral 10?
No, he's like the 13th. He's like 13th, but you know, his other kids don't claim him.
Basically, his name is an
13th?
equation.
Wait. Elon Musk got 13 kids?
Yeah, Elon
man.
got a lot of fucking kids.
Him and Nick Cannon is competing about
He
for
raped a
something.
lot of bitches. Because ain't nobody voluntarily gave him no pussy.
He's paying a lot of bitches to have
He
his
got the
babies
money,
and
so
fuck him. He got the money.
Bitch was like, go and send the direct deposit. Damn.
Let's be real. Let's be honest. Money makes motherfuckers attractive. Oh, he has 14 kids.
No. Money makes them fuckable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't make them attractive.
Specific.
Yeah.
It makes
they
them
get married.
Yeah. But
I mean, look how many
makes
rich
them
old
less-
dudes got younger wives that's like 20, 30 years younger than them. How did that happen?
Fucking
know what's up.
Bill Belichick.
He said daddy. Oh, speaking of.
I'm very a rich old broad. Like, come on, man.
I'll
she tell me
definitely.
what I need to do. I'll be doing it.
Oh, you
We'll
have
be
a
good.
social security check and you got a couple M's.
What you say, Hector? You said speaking of, and then just stop.
Oh, daddy issues. Nah, someone just brought up why we're quick to say girls have daddy issues, but we never bring up that people have mommy issues.
Every dude on the planet got mommy issues.
Every person has parental issues, period. Like if you got parents, you got issues.
But they say how it's specific only for daddies. Everyone has daddy issues, but no one brings up the mommy issues.
Well, I think also too, there's not dudes walking around talking about, "Will you be my mommy? Will you be my mommy?"
Nah,
there's not everybody talking about like, "Hey, my daddy."
The intro to Baby Boy explained all of that shit though. If you really think about it.
Nah, so it's the issue. It is this thing said explicitly. Like,
you gotta look at how a lot of dudes interact
in
with
the
women.
Fetus.
Yeah, a lot of dudes interact with women.
Down to using the word crib and mommy, all that. Like the way they broke that shit down at the beginning of the Baby Boy was like, damn, that's accurate as fuck if you ask me.
Yeah,
and how he changed one mom for another mom, so he was staying with his baby moms. And, yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
I told my kids not to call me mom at all. As soon as they did, I
What'd they
smacked
call
them
you?
dead in their fucking
Oh,
face.
Yeah.
Don't you
Fuck
fucking
out
call
of here.
me
But when I
mom.
say I don't like being called daddy, you looked at me like I'm fucking crazy.
Cause yeah, not me.
Oh,
That's
oh
You're
shit.
like, damn, Mom, I was about just want a
yep.
peanut butter and
So,
jelly sandwich. That's it.
so you want just mom?
Nah, in fact, just nod at me like
Stupid.
Yo.
that's it.
Ridiculous.
Just walk in the room, be like, that's it.
You stupid.
Yo, what if
Mother.
what if your kids start calling you Matako?
Nah, they wouldn't call me
Matako?
Matako.
Why Matako?
You don't want
Why
to know.
You gotta
son.
know.
You don't want to know, son. You don't want to know, son.
I mean, yeah, I'm already here. I'm already in. I don't think
So,
you. I get,
First of all,
here's
if you
I get
go, that's
everything.
so
forward
funny.
PG, my nigga. This won't be PG.
Nah.
I can try to help you
So
out.
That's fine. There
this
you are.
is
I'm
what's
here.
so funny. So this is what's so funny, and how I know that the Matako was a Matako, because I was pregnant with my son, and I got out the car, and I turned to the side, and my biggest brother was like, "Dang, your butt got big. It looked like your son is in your stomach like this, like stretched out."
So hold up. When you got out the car, your ass was still in the car?
No, our ass was out the car. The rest of it was still in the car. Like,
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yo.
Just
no,
like,
ass
I'm not
first.
gonna hold you. Pregnant chicks fool me every day.
so that's what I'm saying. So it's like that's how I know my
somebody?
Matako is Matakoing.
I actually knew somebody, right? This shit was crazy. So she didn't realize she was pregnant until she was like 7 months. How she
Yeah,
didn't
that's
know,
wild
I
to
don't
me.
know. We're
Damn.
not getting to that part. But she didn't
get
realize she was
period
pregnant
at all.
We're not getting to that part. I don't ask them type questions sometimes. Like, some shit you just gotta leave to whatever anomaly you assumed in your life. You know what I mean? But apparently she didn't find out she was pregnant. She was like 6-7 months. Now the whole time though, her stomach never grew, not one fucking inch. Her ass just kept getting fatter. Like that shit was weird as fuck. As soon as she found out she was pregnant, the next day she woke up and she was 8 months pregnant. Like that shit was weird as fuck. Like stomach.
Did she have a
Like,
boy or a
That's
girl?
wild.
I don't remember. No, she had a girl.
Listen,
She had a girl.
I'll be in the supermarket. I'll be like, damn, that ass is fat. She turned. I'm like, God damn it.
Got you again.
Gotcha.
Every
Praise
goddamn
you, bitch.
time.
Hey,
Yep.
BBL, baby boosted luggage in the back there.
Oh, shit.
Naturally.
Facts. All right, it's about time we get the fuck about this camp. And y'all already know this is the time where we let everybody talk their shit. Let everybody know who you are, what you got going on, all that fly funky shit. So, talk your shit, little nigga.
God damn it. So it's me.
I just realized the little pow pow on your shirt. Huh?
I know, because
Why you gotta call it a little pow pow?
Stop shooting that little shit.
How come he can't say gun? You gotta say little pow pow. All right, I'm done.
But I'm gonna eventually go back to shooting whatever by hectic. I've started shooting little segments here on YouTube. Go follow me at HD Nation. That's my new
Hey,
network
speaking
on
of that,
YouTube.
I can appreciate the little, I guess you call it tips and tricks that you're giving out. Pause. For like photography and all that type shit. I can appreciate the fact that you're doing that too.
Okay. Cool. I need to hear that because it's as you know, as most people know that's creative, sometimes to get in that creative space and film or do whatever, sometimes you don't feel like doing it. And that specific day, I really didn't feel like doing it, but I knew I needed to do it to, you know what I mean, to get the process
Jumpstart
moving.
everything, yeah.
Right. So I'm looking for the next thing that I've got a couple different ideas of next things I'm gonna start talking about. But that's gonna be in conjunction to whatever by hectic. I'm gonna start filming that maybe in 2 weeks. I got a lot of shit going on. Life be lifing. So I'll get back to filming that one Sunday or something like that. One of y'all quirky people. I might have Easy on because I've never had him on my show, and he seems.
Pause.
What was the pause part?
I might have
Never
Easy
had you
on.
on my show. I literally said on my
After
show.
you said I might have Easy on, because I've never had Easy on my show. That's what you said, son. But keep going. Keep talking, little nigga. Talk your shit.
I'm learning. I'm learning about this pause thing. Yeah.
All right, cool.
These Drake fans, man.
Yeah, so
Nigga, fuck you.
So whatever my hectic, I am changing up the format a lot. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be on HD Nation, so follow that on YouTube, HD Nation. I no longer have any Facebook, so all you can follow me now is on YouTube or Instagram because
I
everything else.
knew I meant to ask you a
So follow
question.
me on. Follow me
What
on
the fuck happened to your
Instagram.
Facebook, my nigga?
They said I was human trafficking. I don't have no bitches to traffic.
Wow.
Like, bitches, bitch. No, nobody's coming. I don't have
Hey,
traffic.
it's because you mentioned that one time you mentioned them container chicks or container girls. It was that one time.
This nigga just called out to the bitches.
Hold on, easy.
Where you at?
Why
See?
he always do that shit? I don't fucking know. I don't understand why he always does this shit.
Hey, he sound like Riley on fucking Boondocks. Bitches.
So the only thing you can follow me on really is Instagram right now at Hectic Desires or at whatever by Hectic. And yeah, I might do another Facebook. Who knows? I'm whatever. So that's that.
Roger the fuck that.
Yo, what it do? Y'all already know where you can find me at on Instagrams, Easy to General, easytogeneral.com. Fuck with the music on all streaming platforms. I just had a show last Saturday. Fucking killed that shit. Got my highest what do they call it? Purse. I don't know if I have to say pause after that, but I just got my highest.
I think the Drake fans gonna pause you on that because no man should have a purse.
Right. So I guess
You know,
pause.
Drake carry purses though.
But
what?
It's a man bag. It's fine. It's good.
Purse, son.
What purse?
A satchel.
If you hold on, Jacoti, if you
Satchel,
tell me you
yeah.
carry a purse, my nigga, I will pause the fuck out you on that one.
A satchel.
Called a
I
man
mean,
bag.
I
The
just
fact that
call
you
it
gotta
a
use the
purse.
word man bag, you already out of
Right.
practice.
It's a bag with one strap on it. That's all.
A purse can have one strap too.
It's a
nigga.
one
Fuck
strap
you.
bag.
I
Small
was like,
luggage.
isn't that a purse?
Small luggage. That's all it is.
But anyway, like I was saying, I just made the most I ever made at a show, so I actually feel like a real rapper right now.
That's what's
I can
up.
actually
Right.
buy something with the money I got. But I got a show coming up April 5th, so y'all fuck with me. I'm gonna try to see if I can get permission from the promoter to go live during my set.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
wanted
Where's
to do
this
a
at?
live time. It's out here in
No
Aurora,
fumble.
Colorado. So
Okay.
I would say catch a flight, but nigga, the way these planes going down right now.
Yo, hey,
Ooh.
yo.
Look, I don't want to encourage nobody to do that, but if
Yeah.
you feel up to it, hop on a plane to Denver.
So no.
Hey, I ain't against the road trip though. I love to drive. So
For sure.
there's that.
Oh, y'all can synthesize and that sounded weird. Y'all can sync up and collapse.
Yeah, I'll folks in Colorado. I'll be out in Colorado too. So I'll be in
Well,
Denver.
shit. Let me know next time you're out here for real.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh fuck.
Well, look, as you know, I'm right here in Columbus. Columbus is on Freddie Simone. I got some things coming up. So let's see. On the 20th, I'm in the Clash of Columbus comedy competition and hashtag. And then on the 22nd, I'll be in Dayton at another competition. After that, I'll be DJing. I'll be
Nice.
DJing
Oh
a
shit.
DJ at the marathon, the
What's
Scioto
your
Mile
DJ
Run.
name?
Freddie Simone.
Oh,
Yeah,
got
you
it
still got
up?
that DJ setup I gave you? You using that?
I do. I just haven't
Nice.
hooked it up. I haven't had time to sit down and do things,
Why you
play
don't do
with
like
it or
an
nothing.
alter ego like Freddie Simone is the stand-up and DJ Matako is the DJ?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get there
That's
once I
with kids.
perfect my the Matako got to blend right. I'm not blending yet. You know what I mean? I got to perfect it.
The Matako now
you gonna get there.
Because like you know what I'm saying, the yams gotta the blend with the Matako, so it blends nicely. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'll be in West Virginia on March 28th. I'll be in another Columbus. Nah. I don't have no cousins in West Virginia, Raw.
West Virginia for the cousins. Fuck you, man.
Not at all. And then I'll be DJing at the Attic. No, I'm sorry, DJing at the OSU spring game in April. Yeah.
Ohio
State. I got a lot of good stuff.
The
OSU, yeah.
Right.
The spring game.
All right,
it's at the Buffalo Wild Wings. It's not at the Horseshoe.
Okay, but
down the street. It's at the spring game on the spring day. So
it's gonna be popping. Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be definitely popping.
Yeah.
Difference. You elevate it because it's not at the it's not at the other spot. It's at Buffalo Wild Wings now.
Yeah, it's at the accessible location.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Everybody can come to motherfucking Buffalo Wild Wings. So go.
Exactly. It's gonna be busy as shit on campus that day. So it's gonna be a fun time. And then I'll be again in West Virginia, May 17th. I'll be performing with a magician at some theater in West Virginia. But dates, if you follow me, Facebook, Instagram, you'll know those dates. So that's where I'm at.
Right. Yeah. So I'm gonna be here, Columbus, Ohio. Next show is gonna be March 28th. Place called Rehab Tavern. So they fucked around and gave me a monthly. So I'm there every month for this whole year. We did our last two shows in January and February, and it's been progressing ever since. We had a good time. I'm going to be having special guests out there. I'm flying in my friends from all over the country to come be a part of the show. It's going to be a good time. So if you're ever in Columbus, Ohio, come check me out at Rehab Tavern down on the west side.
Yeah, that's what's up. Is it every the same day every month?
Yes, the last Friday of every month.
Okay. Cool.
Where can they find your music or anything else from?
I'm streaming on all platforms. Just look up Jacoti Sommes and then hit me up on IG. Now you're gonna on IG. You can search my name, but it's gonna bring you to a Jacaki because I fucked up something and I couldn't put my own name in there. I lost that account, so now it's Jacaki. You can find Jacoti Sommes on IG.
Oh, that's funny. Did you come up with that name, Jacaki?
Yeah, it's like Jacaki is based off of Bukkake.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I knew Hector was familiar with that.
Okay.
I wanted Hector to say what the fuck he was originally thinking. I thought he was just going to say it because I feel like he had something to say.
Oh, God. All right. Okay.
Yeah, easy to remember.
Yeah. I want to know the process. You're like, Bukkake? Jacaki. Yes, that's it.
I'm spreading all over the internet. All over. The whole entire internet.
He's coming soon.
Yeah, right?
Coming soon.
That's funny.
Listen.
That right there is family. There you go.
You see where that sense of humor comes from. We
see it now. We see it now. But listen, y'all know what it is. We here every motherfucking Saturday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, doing what we do. Make sure y'all follow that right there for all the clips, all the live exclusive shit that y'all need. If y'all want to pay attention, like, comment, and subscribe. And tell a friend that the Enlightened Idiot podcast is in the motherfucking building. So until next week, motherfuckers, stay enlightened. And we out this bitch.